Look at me. I was like, I took us all off the screen.
It's like,
What's up, everybody? It's Sunday
what's up,
night.
man?
What's
That's
going
called
on?
Pride, peanut butter.
Yep.
Chris, that's gonna be nice. What's up, gentlemen?
Honey, so we got Crypto Pride. We got
We don't normally get Pride on Sundays. At least, you know.
Nope.
Yeah, you do. I just gotta leave like 9ish. That's all.
yeah. He's
Oh,
got
that's
to
right.
leave. He's got to leave.
I'm usually
early.
late. That's
2
what you're
hours,
right. You're usually here for him. Yeah.
And then we got Crypto Terry.
Yeah, Terry been out of
Which,
pocket. He's been traveling the world.
Yep.
Yeah.
I've been going to the moon and back.
Oh, you're on that India flight?
That's right.
Yeah, how'd it go?
A little rough, man.
See,
Little-
look at his screen. You see his screen? Did you see that? It had a thumbs up.
It did. Yep. It popped up.
Yeah,
Mine?
it just popped up on your screen.
Well, thank you. Appreciate that. Whoever did that. Whatever.
How's
that
it
was.
come out?
I
I'm
don't
still trying
understand
to figure that out. Yeah.
Yeah, how does your screen pop up with a thumbs up? I just saw.
Someone on my channel must be hitting a thumbs up. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know.
Whatever, man.
Was it me, guy? I'm sitting there talking about the fake Indian moon landing, and you know,
Guys, hit the like button. Let's see if it comes up. Hit the
Yeah,
like button.
hit Kryptonian's like button. I want to see this. Oh, someone just put a heart on mine. I see it coming right now, and it's not showing up on my screen. This is ridiculous. I'm gonna have to
Well,
remove
it can't be a cold heart. It has to be a warm heart. So it probably got canceled out on the way up to you.
Just started an atmosphere and froze up, right?
Yeah.
Hey,
All right.
Kryptonian, I
Yes,
tried
sir.
to text you, but man, your daughter reminds me of a modern day Sade.
So, yeah,
Doesn't she,
I
though?
saw that.
Man.
You know, I told her that all the time, and she's like, "Who's that?" I'm like, "You know who Sade is, man?"
Who's that?
Smooth operator,
Yeah, smooth
right?
She must be
operator.
young.
Yeah, she's very young. Yeah, obviously, but yeah, I remember when she first started singing, and she has that real smooth voice. I'm like, yeah, Sade all the way. And I played some of her tracks. She grew up listening to that music. I used to play, right? I used to play all that stuff. So it's more familiar to her than she knows. But yeah, there's a lot of tracks, man, that we haven't dropped yet that I just can't wait. You know, 2024 is when we're going to start drop. Maybe before then, but you'll actually see hear a lot of that similarities, a lot more of it. So it's cool that you say that, because good. I'm glad.
How many songs does she have already? Like,
Yeah.
Right now she's got like 4 or 5 that are actually out, but she's probably got, I don't know, 20 tracks, man, that we worked on. Yeah.
Well, she's on Spotify.
Yeah, but we've only pushed like 4 or 5 tracks out. Some we've taken out through some of the people we collaborated with. They kind of went, you know, they didn't want to be they want to do their own thing, whatever. But you know, the rule of thumb is you can't just put out one track. You got to have like 100 songs in the bank in a toolbox, and you just got to start pumping them, you know, and then one of them catches, and then and that's what happens. That's what everyone. That's what all the producers and the labels or whatever. That's what they're telling us. So that's what we've been doing. We've been taking this downtime to kind of build some tracks. And then she went off and got engaged. You know, that slowed things down, of course, but it's all good. It's all good. So now she's gonna write music about finding that love. You shouldn't have been in love. Now she found the one. So it's kind of full. I keep like,
Found my love.
well, not
There
quite like
you
that,
go.
but yeah.
He's not going nowhere.
I see you skip like all the comments for like anybody else and run right to yours.
I did that.
Oh, I was gonna say Kryptonian.
Oh, that guy. What's up, Ghost Rider?
I did that. This is funny. Sorry. We'll go back up.
That guy is hilarious.
Does
man.
that guy? Did you guys like Ghost Rider the movie and everything like that?
Lewis Cage ruined it. Period. They did
Lewis
that.
Cage or Nicolas Cage?
Nicolas Cage.
Nick Cage.
Oh, yeah. I can't really see anybody else doing this. I think it's kind of one of those things. Just like it's going to be more of a cult classic thing. I think cult favorite.
Yeah. I mean, I just think.
But he's not the strongest superhero. You know, he's really not, man. He's the same guy in every movie. If that makes any sense. It's kind of
Leaving
like
Las Vegas was one of his.
That's a tragic movie
That
to
was
me,
a good one.
man.
And then
Which
Raising
one?
Arizona was pretty good too.
That is
That-
hilarious.
that one's probably to me one of his best movies, bar none.
You know what
one-
that reminds me of? What's that show that they did? Raising Hope. It reminds me, not just the name, but like Raising Arizona and everything like that. How they're like, just like crazy with the kid and everything like that. But then they jump to then Raising Hope comes out and everything.
Yeah, Raising.
So,
I remember that one. Yeah, Raising Hope. Hold on.
Well,
Ghost Rider, I appreciate that. I don't know who you are. Thanks, man. I appreciate that.
well, we have to go to this one first because you know We got
Hopefully you're
Chris,
a chick.
Crypto Daddy.
Yeah.
Crypto Daddy.
Yeah.
Crypto Daddy.
I used to buy the Ghost Rider comics when I was a kid. Ghost Rider, Daredevil, Iron Man, Power Fist.
See, I never liked Daredevil. Never liked it, and
I don't like
Ben
it either.
Affleck. People, he did a good role, but I just don't like the whole story. To me, it's
I liked him better as Daredevil than I did Batman. You know?
Well, Daredevil was a good when Netflix put it out.
Who's your favorite Batman?
Me, Michael Keaton.
The movie or the character who played Batman?
Me, both. The one Tim Burton pushed out that to me killed it, and then because obviously I grew up. That was the first Batman actually to hit really the scene, hit the theater. But then it was Michael Keaton. I think he's an amazing actor. So,
Have you seen The Flash, the new one?
No, but
I heard it was a disaster, like a train wreck.
Oh yeah, but if you're a Michael Keaton fan as Batman, you'll be happy.
I heard he's in it. Yeah. The problem is he's all CGI now, is what I hear. And I hear they couldn't even finish the CGI. It's all like it's like 80% rendered through most of it. It's like,
well,
okay. But
I did yesterday. You can tell. I was like, dude, I'm done with the internet. But yesterday I went and watched 3 movies. Throughout the day and everything. Well, it wasn't all through. It was just 3 throughout the movie.
Did you happen to chill in between those movies?
That's
a lot of Netflix, brother.
Well, yeah. Well,
tell us more.
That's personal.
What's that mean?
We'll just go with I was watching movies. How about that?
I don't understand. What's that mean?
So I turned on a movie last week, and that's how bad this was to me. That I literally I got distracted or whatever, and I turned it off. I only got like halfway through it, and this movie was so bad for me. It took me more than a week to go back and watch it, and that was the Black Adam.
Oh,
I heard that was good. That's not good.
Oh, okay. It was good. But
I
what
didn't
made
think
it
it was
good?
good at all. I thought the
very ending
actors were good.
The very end, yeah, the story sucked, of course, but the very ending where it had Superman at the end of it. No, spoiler alert, but I think that was the best part of it because it showed that Henry Cavill was going to be back as Superman, Man of Steel, whatever. Of course, they canceled him, but I thought it was good. The special effects were cool. I like how they portrayed his, his powers or whatever.
Yeah.
But the Rock, every time I see the Rock, man, he's the same freaking guy. I'm expecting Kevin Hart to pop up somewhere, in every movie.
Yeah.
The Rock wouldn't even be funny if it wasn't for Kevin Hart, man. That's just my, I mean, don't get me wrong. He's got his place. He's what 6'8" or something. Big dude. He's a superhero type. He's got the build for it, but he's not. He's the same guy in every movie, and that's what I need some diversity, man, in that regard. Not that I like diversity, I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about.
I know.
But because actors are basically they're actors, right? I mean, they need to be able to. I need to believe that's not the Rock doing it. But
my favorite Batman character was Michael Keaton,
but
the most realistic Batman portrayal was what's his name? Christian Bale.
Oh, Dark Knight. Yeah. You know what?
The way he fights in that movie, I trained with the guys who trained him.
Yeah, see that he's actually using real martial arts, right?
Yeah.
Right, more or less, right? So I can see why you say that, and the reason why I don't even equate the Dark Knight to a Batman movie because it's completely different, man. It's like, dang, that could really happen. You know what I mean? In a sense, you know what I mean? Well, sort of. You know what I mean? He's not like invincible in the movie.
Billionaire vigilante with all his toys.
Yeah, with all his toys. Yeah, he's using tech the whole time, whereas Bruce Wayne, or I would say Michael Keaton, I don't know, man.
Keaton just conjure Beetlejuice after everybody.
Yeah, dude, Beetlejuice is one of my absolute favorite movies. And they're supposed to come out with Beetlejuice 2 here soon, hopefully next year. I think it's coming out next year.
What about Drop Dead Fred?
Yeah, I didn't really like that one, man.
Oh man!
All right, let me get through the movies I
liked it, but it was right after the Beetlejuice. I remember that. Yeah.
So I finished after a week. I finished watching Black Adam. Okay, and I have my things about that. And then the next one that I watched was Shazam.
What a feller?
The second one or something. All right, now hold on. And then I watched The Flash, right? The newest Flash. And I literally have now decided that I am selling my televisions. There's no purpose of watching anything anymore.
Yeah, bro.
At all. I'm like, good God, dude.
It's all cartoons, man. And That's why I liked. That's what I liked about the original.
Let me explain
Batman.
the Flash to you. It was just my point of view on it.
Was it like a multiverse or something, or what? Do they call it?
It's so goofy, but anyway. So you know how we go through the superhero first movies, where they're like they get their powers, they act like idiots, they don't know what they're doing, can't fly, can't do it. They're like, they're trying to learn everything, right? Okay, and it's kind of annoying, because they drag it on for the movie, and then they finally get it together, and then at the end of the movie, save the day, and then we're waiting for the next one where they know their powers and stuff like that. Well, this Flash movie, dude, was like, what the? Here we go again. The whole movie ends up being that one individual, I don't want to give up too much stuff, one individual had to relearn a bunch of skills, and it's like, oh my God. So the Flash movie, I fast forward probably 40 minutes of it. So
crazy. You had to fast forward the Flash movie. That's
what I was like, this is so stupid. Let me get this straight.
Shit.
We're going back
how bad
to
it was.
the part where he learns how to use his skills and stuff. And I'm like,
Like he's got to learn how to run. Interesting.
Yeah.
The walls?
You're going to run fast, bro.
Yeah.
Not the way you think, right? I can understand like just too fast. Slow down. I don't understand. Like what do they got to teach the guy,
Yeah, this story was okay, I think it's okay, but the actors are fine. I think all the actors are good and everything. But
they had like a Supergirl in there, which I heard was like what,
Yes.
like I know the Michael Keaton No, I saw a scene. I think it was like a sneak preview or something where Michael Keaton's in a kitchen. He's got like a beard like you, Chris, where you can't really tell who he is, right? And he's just fighting and he's throwing pans and stuff. It turns out to be him in the end. I'm like, okay, all right, you got me, got my attention. And then I kind of cut to the actual scenes where he's wearing the suit, and it's like, okay, yeah, it's all CGI, man. Yeah, that's why I like Tim Burton's, man. It was, we knew it was fake, but it was him in the suit, and there's very, very little, if not any. I don't think there's any CGI in the 80s, right? But it just I don't know. It was more movie magic than anything. Now it's just cartoons like NASA, but you know what I'm saying. So
we got Fowler that joined us. We're in the middle of a conversation.
Speaking of cartoons, that guy right there. Now see that. That's what I'm talking. That's kind of cartoons I want to see. Look at the stuff behind them. You know what I mean?
Yep.
That
It's
looks
amazing.
sick. Hey, yeah. What up,
What's
fella?
happening, guys? What's happening?
What's going on?
What is happening? Don't mind me. I'm just trying to get stuff together. I just got in.
I got to bring up this comment, man, right here.
Go ahead.
What's the lucky lady's name, Chris? Oh,
Oh, we'll get into that one. Rocky or Rambo, guys. Rocky or Rambo.
Rambo, man, come on.
Well, they're not even in the same category.
You got
I don't
Rambo,
know.
Kryptonian with the
Bro, I
guns.
love Rambo. Hell yeah, I love Rambo, dude.
Rocky, I think is better, man. Like Rambo just seemed like okay. So I've always had a love and hate when it comes to Rambo. Sorry for the airplane that was flying above, but Rambo never like the first one. The story just seemed, I don't know, non-existent. To be honest, it was
Well,
Rambo.
Which one? What are we talking about? Rambo?
the first one, the first Rambo,
First blood.
First blood. It just seemed like there wasn't really too much story. Like it was like
you had to cut it all out. That's why.
yeah. Rocky, as simple as the story is, it's a good story.
It's a good story, man. It's an
It's a
underdog
good story.
He doesn't
Did you know
win. Yeah, he
did
still
you know-
wins, but doesn't win.
But did you know he sold it? He sold that, right? So
Yeah.
he sold the rights to it. And you know who got it back for him? The Fonz.
Really?
Winkler went back to
Henry
the
Winkler.
studios and bought it back. Yeah.
Oh snap, man, that's crazy. That's crazy. But Rocky, or Rambo, the original, I never understood it because I was a kid when it came out. My dad had explained it to me. He talked about Vietnam because he was back from Nam, and there was a lot. Basically, he was struggling with PTSD, and that's what that story was about. And just how the people hated guys like him that were in the war, right? And then he basically he brought the war to them. But there was a lot messed up, or a lot taken out of it. But when you go back and watch it and you understand it's really about a guy struggling with PTSD and he just wanted to be left alone. Then you go, shit, leave that guy alone. I love Rambo. I love the first one. Then he got stupid where he started wearing a real tight necklace, and all of a sudden the dude's like all freaking, he's obviously doing steroids. He's cut like he shouldn't be cut up. You know what I mean? Like he just buffed up because he was competing.
He's fighting sticks.
Yeah, he's fighting the sticks. Yeah, I mean, now he's fighting the whole Viet Cong, and it just got kind of okay. Same guy. Whatever. It's getting different, or it's getting kind of redundant. But he was going up against Arnold Schwarzenegger. You know, with you guys remember the movie Commando? Remember that movie?
Yeah.
Dude, that movie was stupid, man.
Tango and Cash.
Yeah, Tango. Okay, man. But yeah, I love those. I love the '80s movie. But I think what I loved about the '80s was soon after the '80s, the '90s came out, and they were making fun of Rambo and what was it? Hot Shots. Remember that show,
Yeah.
Hot Shots Part
With
Two?
Charlie Sheen.
Yeah, Charlie Sheen. Those were funny, dude. They're making fun of freaking Rambo. That's funny, man. You can't do that now. Now you get canceled. The only thing that came close to that was freaking Tropic Thunder. That's it. That was the last best movie ever made, right there. Tropic Thunder, man.
And White Girls is pretty funny too.
Yeah, White Girls was hilarious, dude.
Tyler, you got to put that in the main chat over here.
The '90s and '80s, man. So sorry, millennials, you guys are missing out on real comedy, man. You guys really are. You know, watching The Big Bang Theory, it's funny and all, but it's there's a laugh track. You know, it's not the same thing. You know.
All right, let me jump down here to newest comment. So, all right, Fowler's coming by tonight, and he is going to now. Fowler, are we going to do 3 tonight?
We have. I got to do the drawing on the one that's been going on for about 24 hours, and then after that, I got 3 more legendary NFTs to get away on the raffle. So yeah, we got some NFTs to raffle out tonight.
All right,
let me tell you, they're good.
We got 15 minutes left to the F3 Warriors Legendary NFT raffle. It's been going on for about 24 hours. The link is there if you want to go check it out. Get in the raffle. Fowler's going to be calling off the last 4 of the wallet for each one of these when they come up.
Calling off the last 4.
So then when we're done with this one, you're going to post another one, and then people can go check it out. And then
everybody can you literally could go to this raffle at the raffle DApp, F3 Warrior raffle DApp. You can just keep it up, and what ends up happening, once I take one down, it'll automatically load up on the next one. So you don't even, you might not even have to hit refresh. So you just, keep along. If you plan on you want to get into it, just keep up the raffle app on your phone or your desktop. If you're on your phone, sometimes
my phone for some reason.
Yeah, some browsers don't show the actual number in the input in the field. I made a modification to it, so it's going to automatically, when you go to it and you don't see it, it's actually placed as 1. So if you just if you literally want to get 1 ticket, just hit the buy ticket button, and it's going to bring up the gas, your MetaMask or whatever wallet you use. It's going to come up, and it should say the price. So it's 1 ticket is 0.05 BNB. So if it doesn't say 0.05 BNB, you did something wrong. If it says more than that, if it says 0.10, then you hit the plus sign. You need to hit the minus sign so you can go down 1. So it's there. It works. It's just for whatever reason, mobile browsers is having a problem with it. So, but yeah, let's get to it. We're gonna do the first drawing at 7:30 my time. So 10 more minutes? 10 more minutes, guys.
Fowler, we got a question for you. Why are the NFTs not showing on Buy and Sell Marketplace God's Game website?
Which one are you talking about? There's 2 marketplaces. So there's two marketplaces. So if you're looking at the Commanders and you bought Warriors, of course the Warriors are not going to show on the Commanders marketplace. So you have to know where you bought your NFTs at. So if you can't buy any NFTs on the Commander marketplace. So if you're looking at the Commander marketplace, it's not going to show your NFTs. It's only going to show the Commander NFTs. That's it. So all the legendaries that we're raffling, those are only people going to see on the Commander's marketplace. Now, if you bought Warrior NFTs, you need to go to the Warrior marketplace to see and connect your wallet to see your NFTs. That would be a first. You'll be the first person to say that they can't see their NFTs on the site. So the only thing I can think of right now is that you're on the wrong marketplace. If you went to the Guys of Gaming .games website, there's two marketplaces.
Nice. Yeah, mine are showing up.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He has to be at the wrong marketplace.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Um, all right.
Yeah, that's
So
I'm actually
15
looking
minutes
at it
left
now.
on that. And then so that that movie was so terrible. And I can't even talk about the Shazam one. It's so annoying.
Shazam.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Shazam. I didn't like Shazam
But
one
you
or
know,
two.
Shazam was what they based it, Superman off of.
Yeah.
Yep.
Not in this timeline of that we
No,
live
probably
in.
not. No.
This guy's an
Originally,
idiot. This
originally, yeah.
Yeah, Superman's always been their movies are like they're taking it serious and everything like that, and everything. And then this guy shows up, and I know he's trying to be a little bit funny, but you would think that he'd start. It just gets annoying after a while when it's just ridiculously funny, or he's just trying to be funny with every statement, and you're like, dude, just a little bit of seriousness would go a long way.
You realize
But
it's a kid, right? In an adult body, right?
right, but at the same time, it's like okay, even kids. I mean,
Like everything's a joke, right?
yeah, and teenagers. There are a lot of teenagers, but they can straighten
You
up
know
and
what's funny?
act
You're right,
right.
Chris. Because when he's actually the kid in in the movie, he's not even funny. He's not even making jokes. He's
Right.
just But when he all of a sudden he's Shazam, he's like he's got joke. You're right. That's a good point.
Yeah. I mean, he acts more serious and he has serious stuff when he's a kid, but then but
That's a good point.
that movie's crazy. So I'm pretty much not going to be watching anything for a while.
Because you're
So
selling your TV.
yeah. So if anybody needs any TVs, let me know.
How big
But
is it? How big are
I
they?
got it
65, 75, 85?
85. So
Nice.
and
God,
then
dogs.
a couple little ones. But I got another question for you guys. I was talking to a buddy of mine, and I want to redo my my outdoor kitchen and sitting area with my fire pit and everything like that. And I was thinking about, do you know about anything about projection screens? Because see,
Yeah.
I want
You
to
want reverse
project.
projection, or you want
Well, I want to project in the house to the outside,
Hmm.
to the wall, to a stone wall, like the TV. I don't want it outside or anything like that. And I want all the electronics inside, but I want them to project out the door
Yeah.
to the wall. You think that would work? You think that's something that could happen?
the door's got to be pretty big, man.
It doesn't have to worry about that.
Yeah, it'll work if you get the right company to install it for you.
But I want the electronics to be on the inside, so I never have to worry about that and everything like that.
Yeah.
And
With the
and,
weather,
and
with
you
the
just have
weather.
the door open when the weather's good and everything like that. Doors are always open when at that time of the year and everything, and just project right out there. So if I want to watch something, I could sit out there in nice weather. Yeah.
Yeah, it's doable.
It's very doable.
So
You
how
think if,
far do those do they need to project though? That's my thing. Is that I don't
well,
want
if
that wall
you
to
ever
be
been
like
like to a, I'm sure you've been to a church, right, where they're projecting like from the middle of the congregation, like
From
to
150 feet away.
yeah, 100 feet, 100 feet,
oh, okay.
yeah,
So it's
50 feet
really
away.
not.
Yeah, in your house. I mean, I know you're on an 8,000 square foot house, so I know you're not projecting that far. But Bruce Wayne there, but no, but 25 feet, you're good, man.
All right, cool. I was thinking about that. I was talking to them, and they were like, "Yeah, that sounds good idea." And someone getting a call, or is that something like that?
That's my phone going off. It's not my phone.
It's not.
So what else is going on? What we got this week? I think we're going to see some exciting stuff. So with the blockchain, so maybe a name change. Do you think we're going to see that the next?
Hope so.
You think that's something? I mean, what do you think about that?
So he's talking about this week.
Yeah, I'm just talking about this week. What are we going to look forward to going into the next week? I mean,
Name change should be coming soon.
yeah, name change. That means that the Discord name will change. Probably
Right.
going to be
Today's
some.
the 7th. The 1st is going to be on Friday. He wants to launch by the 8th.
Some progress on the OG NFTs.
Yeah. What else you think? I mean, you got probably going to do some things with the Discord and stuff. I mean, probably start setting some things up. I do know that they talked to me about Validator's channel. So that's
cool.
that's something. I don't think they need me to do anything with that or whatever. I think they're able to do that, but um, the DAO, I'm more focused on the DAO. What's the status on the DAO? What's going on with that? I mean, not like I'm not interested in everything. These all these things have to be going together, but I kind of want to get I want to know what's going on with the DAO.
Hey Fowler, there's a question that says, are commanders still available?
Commanders are what we're raffling off. Commanders.
Okay.
Commanders are basically legendary. I use the word commanders because there was some confusion that was going on. So now it's commanders. Commanders are pretty much legendaries. There will be a lower tier of the commanders, and those are going to go into a pack at some point. The packs are I'm working on putting the packs out very soon, but that's the only way you're going to get commanders, and they're going to be elite, and they're going to be in packs, and they're going to be random. Other than that, it's going to be the legendary commanders, which are the ones that are being raffled off. And I'm trying to make it where there will be a raffle going every day, so people who are just like paying attention, some are not. You could just nab one. It'd be almost like you'd be sniping them almost, kind of. So the people who are like really into the NFTs and stuff and paying attention, and had a certain roles. So when I throw out the link and everything and notify the Discord that the raffle is out, those are people who get in. Some people may not want to get in for whatever reason, but I'm trying to make it where these commanders are getting in people's hands because they're one of a kind. They're literally going to be one of a kind. So everybody's going to have a different commander.
So is it like my brothers are all into collectibles, and they watch those guys who buy all the old full box of like baseball cards, football cards with all the special cards in there, and they open them up later, like 10 years later, they open them up and they get it. Can someone buy a bunch of your packs and hold on to them and use that as content for later? Like open them up and you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, the only thing is the way you open these packs, they have to be done on a DApp, right? The DApp I'm creating. The DApp is pretty much where the marketplace is. It'll be I'm gonna make a dedicated marketplace for the actual packs because this way, when you have stuff separated, there's not a lot of things that can go wrong with the lines of code. So if I'm gonna have them separated, so they'll have their own, everything will have their own dedicated link. The commanders will have their own dedicated link. The warrior marketplace has its own dedicated link. The packs are gonna have its own dedicated link. Okay. The raffle DApp has its own dedicated link. So all these things that I'm putting out here for the ecosystem, they're not necessarily backboning off each other. So cool. And there's a reason to it. It's to enhance the performance, scalability, and stuff like that. So it's easier to lead people in different directions when things are separated versus all together and can be complicated.
If the collectors from the tangible world can come over to the digital world, they can start buying like they do baseball cards, football cards. Then later on, like say 5 years from now, go back and raffle out themselves a chance for people to buy as they open them up, right?
Yeah, I wouldn't recommend them holding on to for 5 years because
that's talking about though, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and I mean the thing is, I get definitely get what you're saying. I just said don't hold on too long because code changes. So the packs might end up we might have to might upgrade the code. So sometimes the old code might work. So we don't want stuff to get stuck. So we want to make sure things get open in a timely manner. But I mean, it's cool. Hopefully, we get to we get to a point where we're have a final build where things won't change and people can hold on to things like for long periods of time. But right now, things are constantly being developed. That's the whole point. We're trying to grow. We're trying to get bigger and better, all the time. So things have to be upgraded. So you don't want to get kind of caught with holding things that might have to be upgraded as well. So I wouldn't recommend that. But yes. The packs are gonna be, you can use it as content. Like if you're a YouTuber, right, and you want to open up packs, and you're just like, hey guys, I bought these packs, for F3 Warriors. I'm about to open them up, on live. You can do that. You just have to pretty much go to the DApp, the marketplace where the packs would be stored, because they'll have an option that says open pack, and you'll literally hit the open pack button, and it'll show the content that's in the pack right underneath it. I think Chris is here. Well, Chris not here, but Chris is tested it out, so he's seen it. It's a working function. So it's like you pretty much you buy your pack, you hit it, it's gonna spit out random NFTs, right? That's supposed to be in that pack. So yeah, I mean that's actually the way I wanted to start off. Unfortunately, it was just a bug that kind of held it back. But honestly, I don't necessarily want anything to really go in the marketplace other than what the holders have acquired and they want to sell it, because that's what the marketplaces are supposed to do. You're supposed to be able to sell. You're supposed to be able to sell NFTs as well as a holder. Right now, I'm working on the auction system, but direct listing should be working. I have to check some things. Some people saying something about selling, but for the most part, the direct listing should work, and you should be able to take your single NFT and place it onto the marketplace, and pretty much the lowest price gets displayed. So it's almost like a vending machine. If you think about it like a vending machine, if you want to load a row of candy bars, or if you were sharing that vending machine with somebody, right, and that same row of candy bars, somebody else has some candy bars and went to put behind it, which one's going to go first? Is it going to be cheaper ones, or is it going to be the more expensive ones? The cheaper ones, right? So you want the cheaper ones to go first, because that will stop the backlog of things that's behind it from piling up and no one's moving, right? That's why you don't want to have some unfair price out there. But the cheaper price would start making things move. So that's what's supposed to stimulate that trading portion of the trading NFT portion of it, of everything. So yeah, I mean it's supposed to be a pretty good ecosystem for NFT collectors.
Right, because my brother catalogs all his cards on a investment page for his baseball cards, football cards, and stuff, wrestling cards from WWE and stuff. So will you eventually have like a for a collector, if I want every single card you ever put out, like you have a place I could go look and go, I need to go buy this one? And go,
So the marketplace itself will show all the cards on the collection. So if I put out, let's say I meant 5 new NFTs, those 5 new NFTs are going to show right on the marketplace. It may not show for sale, but they're going to show that they're in the collection. So that means to say, hey, this card is out there, or this NFT is out there. Now it's up to you to find it, right? That's the whole point of the community.
Right.
In the Discord, so you can go in there and say, hey, who has this, who has that, and then that's how you start stimulating this trading, guys. I mean, it's not I think I saw something earlier today, people in Discord was thinking that they need necessarily hodl these NFTs. You don't have to hodl these NFTs. You can actually stimulate the only reason the only reason I put them on the marketplace was because the packs did not work. If anything, the NFTs are supposed to be a ground floor price. If you are someone who's collecting a lot of these NFTs, at some point, those NFTs that are out there are going to get bought up. Okay, so when they're gone, the only people who are going to have them is the holders. They're not going to be any more mints. So once, at most, for most of these NFTs, the ones that weren't bugged initially, they should only have a quantity no more than 25, a supply no more than 25 NFTs. So in that case, once those 25 supply is gone, it's up to the holders. Now I've even scaled it back even some more because of the actual amount of holders we have. So when I did the math, 25 is a lot. So I've scaled it back to 10 supply. So the new line, these new that I put out, started out last night, the new NFTs that I put out only have a supply of 10. So now if the holders grow and once this game is start put into effect, there's more attraction comes to it, yes, and I'll start increasing the supply a little bit more. But as of right now, they're going to come out in new lines of 10. So that gives holders the ability to stimulate market trading, buying and selling.
Okay. Well, thanks,
Nice.
man. Appreciate that. Yeah.
Yeah.
How much time is left on this one?
0. Let's go.
0. It should have been gone.
Oh, sorry.
Got into ranting. Crypto
Oh.
Terry. So yeah, let's get it. You got it up, Chris? You do. Okay.
Yeah, I got it up there.
All right. Here we go. Let me bring up the raffle app really quick. Thought I had it up. I guess I didn't. All right, guys. We got 20 from showing 24 entries.
Yep.
Guys, I am closing it down. All right. And then the raffle.
All you need to pick 118, last 4 digits of your wallet. 118.
Right, we're selecting the winner.
Is that you, Brian?
Yeah.
Yes.
I thought.
Wait a minute. Did you say 118? Because that's only 3 numbers, but
2118.
There you go.
All right, here we go, guys. That was the last gas function. It should be sending out in a second.
Teddy One's like, this should be mine, man.
Right. He wants one. He wants it.
Man, I kind of figured like once I minute these NFTs, Teddy One was going to be like all over them. All right, so here is the winner. The last 4 of the wallet is 88D2.
Me, I won.
No,
not really.
Oh, Terry, you got me all excited.
No.
There it is.
88 Delta 2.
Damn,
There
you
it
missed by
is.
1 there.
That's somebody.
Hey, if you want it,
Right.
come on, then tell us who you are.
Yeah, I usually say it out a few times to see if they're paying attention in chat.
How long does it take to make one of these, man? I was asking Chris stuff about how you do this. How many hours does it take for one of these to be made?
Well, one of these it takes me a little bit sometime. Now the it could take a couple hours according to complexity. It could take me all day. I've paid, I've sat there on a piece, man, for a whole day, and I'll be tinkering around with it, and I'll leave it alone and come back tinkering around with some more. But sometimes I'm not. Sometimes I get to a point where I'm not satisfied. Like I'm like, I don't think I like it. So I'll just sometimes just erase everything I've done and redo it. So that happens. That happens a lot on these legendaries, because they're cool. I like the last live we had with me and Chris. I was which ones were he asked me which ones were badass, and like it's hard because like honestly like I think they're all badass. Like I really do. Like if they get to this point where I'm putting it out to you, I think they're badass. So I don't think not one of these NFTs are going to be bad or they're like any less. Now,
Right.
do I top them each and last time? I feel like I do. I feel like they all top each other, to be honest.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
guess
think
Elmer didn't like
there's
my
a lot.
questions about baseball cards. You see that?
You what?
So we don't know who.
Elmer Dud or Dude didn't like my comment about baseball cards. I mean, it's a fair comparison, is it not? I mean, am I way off
I
track?
can see it.
Okay.
I could see it. I have thousands of baseball cards, and I could easily see it going to like NFT type style and stuff like that. I mean, it just depends. I mean, I could see his part about it being baseball cards. That there's professional sport cards that would be a little bit different, but these are created by, Fowler, and then
Pokemon or the card game Magic or
Yeah, you're more talking about the collectible aspect of it, right?
yeah, it's the collectible part.
Not the connection to right.
Because with the NFTs, I mean, it's collector. I mean, it's definitely great for a collector. If you're not a gamer, if you don't plan to, play a game, because that's what this is working its way towards, is the development of a game. If you don't see yourself ever playing the game aspect, there's more ways than one to make this a profitable journey for you, because
it's revenue sharing.
It's right. I mean, that in itself, you're getting a piece of the pie. This is only for season 1, so this is for the early investors. So you don't know when season 2 is going to start, and honestly, you don't know who's going to be here in season 2, right? Like, you might be way more people. You don't know. So what ends up happening is, if you're a person that's sees the value in these NFTs going forward to make profit, you should be able to see like it's growing. You should see growth. If anything, people in the community who are participating should be out there. And that's the reason why I started up the Zeely. If you guys know, on my Discord, I started up Zeely to push social engagement, to push the awareness, to push the exposure. Because in the end, it not only just helps me and guys of gaming, it helps the community. Because the community are the one who's are investing in these NFTs. You can do so many more things than just hodl them. You can flip them. There's nowhere that says you can't flip them. You can flip them, and then on top of that, if you're someone who's paying attention, you would be able to see how to get the cheaper cards at the cheaper times. If you're a person that's participating in the raffles all the time, right? If you find yourself getting 1 or maybe even 2, I'm lucky to get 2, right? Imagine the value of those people who wanted the NFT in the first place, right? So in that case, you should be putting it on the market. If you truly don't want to hold on to it and you just in it for the profit, then you already know the value because you've seen how hard it was to get in the first place.
Yeah, and I like that because of the fact that we're in a environment where it almost seems like every single project that comes up we have to put money into, and then we have to worry about them rugging or making a legitimate mistake. Not saying that they're scammers or anything like that, but they make a mistake with the contract and get exploited some way, or something happen this way. It's just you like this NFT? You buy it, you own it. If you want to turn it into make a profit later, somebody wants it, great. If not, then you got it. It may not, nobody's guaranteed that it'll be worth anything, but I probably wouldn't just buy random NFTs and stuff. And I'd buy something that, hey, I like that. That would be cool, and get myself a little stockpile of some NFTs, and then maybe there's a market out there where people might want them and everything like that. But you don't have to worry about after you get it. I mean, once you got it, you got it. So.
Mm-hmm.
Also, guys, Gods of Gaming Zeely competition link is in the description of my video. You can win some free NFTs.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys, when it comes to Zeely, guys, when you reach level 3, you get an ambassador NFT. So, and the reason why I made it level 3 is because people who are, who want to earn an ambassador NFT, they're going to go through the social prompts and the quests and stuff that it takes to get them. I think I'm always about rewarding the community. I'm rewarding people who put through the effort, right? I mean, that's just how it should work. And once you get to level 6, once you keep at it, you get another ambassador NFT, right? And then level 9, another ambassador NFT. Guys, at some point, I plan on having with the guys in gaming a transformation, pretty much a script where you can take 2, let's say 2 NFTs. Hopefully, I'm trying to get it to be where you can combine 1 commander and 1 warrior, or maybe there's instead of a commander, there's a auxiliary card or auxiliary NFT and a warrior NFT, and then that can transform into maybe an elite commander. Those type of things are in the work, and those are the type of things that I plan on bringing to gaming F3 Warriors, because that stimulates people to have purpose with their NFTs. A lot of these projects, just like you guys are saying, a lot of projects don't have a lot of direction. They just here, buy this. It has no, it'll shoot you to the moon, and that's it. No purpose, no direction, no drive, no plan, no nothing. Right? I don't have that for you. I don't have that stuff. I have something that's very, very worked out. If you go check out the white paper, it's there. Right? Guys Gaming has a purpose and a direction where it wants to go. It wants to be a layer 2 blockchain at some point. Okay. F3 Warriors is the first utility for Guys Gaming. So I'm already producing the utility for you. right? If you think about it, you have a raffle app. You have 3 marketplaces at some point. You're going to have 3 marketplaces. All those marketplaces are generating a sales tax. That sales tax, 2%, is going directly to the revenue sharing pool. That is going to spread to everybody in less than 30 days who have NFTs. So, and it's not a pick or a raffle of who's going to get what out of the revenue share. No, it's shared. It's shared. So it's not who might get it this month, who might get it that month. No, you're part of the pie because you've been investing and participating and help growing the community and the project. It's that simple. It's really that simple.
Fowler, we got a question here from Tad Hayes. Says, sorry I got in late, but listening to Fowler, I'm wondering if you will also be running this project on our new blockchain, whatever the name is going to be in the future.
So we're going to end up, when it comes to the new Vulcan chain, or, whatever chain that Nick, brands us into that direction. I plan on having some way of being in here. I don't know what the compatibility of, it's going to be EVM, right? So I should be able to just move this stuff in. I plan on doing that. I plan on having this in multiple chains. So it's not just going to be a Vulcan chain, revised Vulcan chain, or wherever that's going to be. It can possibly be on Prism. It can possibly be on Hedera. It could possibly be, I'm looking at even what's the Bitcoin, the new Bitcoin NFT thing. I don't think it's going to work, because I don't think it's EVM compatible. But there's a possibility I might be doing something there too. Guys, game is not going to be just in one spot, guys. It's going to be in multiple spots. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I don't want to close off any doors to this community. I want the community to have as many open doors to many different communities out there. And there's tons of them, guys. There's tons of them. They're looking for a great project. They just haven't seen it yet. And guess what? Guys, Gaming F3 Wars is that.
Do you have another one that you're going to auction off?
Oh, yeah, we got 3 of them, baby. I was trying to work on that right now as we speak. So just give me 1 second, guys.
All right, you go ahead and do that. I want to go back to this comment up here from Kelly Productions. Says, team reveal for key positions. We may see that this week. What do you think about that, guys? What positions would we be talking about? Is it like council people? Is that what? I mean, are we talking more along the lines of who's going to come in, like
who Nick's bringing in, or who's?
Yeah, who Nick's bringing? I'm assuming this is what Nick's bringing in for work, and what kind of positions will you need for a blockchain? You need like some I mean, he's already got developers, right? So would these people be like people that would be on councils?
I think it's a council.
Councils. And what did he say? I was going to go back and screenshot it, and I haven't found it anywhere. But his matrix of how all the the DAO and the different councils and everything like that.
I know he's going to have 1 council member from the community, 1 YouTuber from the community, and I forgot the other. What are the other positions he's going to fill up?
Yeah, he talked about like the ecosystem council. Is that another one? And then, but he talked about having. He talked about them being there for like, I think he said 45 days or something.
45 days.
45 days. I think it might be. I guess the community is going to have to figure that out. But I think 45 days might be a little too quick. Maybe 60 days, maybe 45 to 60 days would probably be better. Maybe. I don't know.
Like a quarter? They do a quarter, or that's?
I think that would be too long. To me, I think that would be too long. So
okay.
Did you star that? I thought that was his other question. My bad.
I didn't touch it. No.
Somebody started. So Tad says, I asked this because the way Nick wants to go with the focus on art seems to be like a good fit. The stuff you're actually producing is actually beautiful art, and its core, art at its core, and with Nick's focus on NFTs, perfect. So that's Yeah, that's the way I see it. I mean, I don't know. I mean, other people might see it differently, but I think
mean,
it's.
you got to look at it two different ways. I mean, like I said, I'm not putting up some stick figures and a couple smiley faces and different smiley faces and being like, hey, buy this. No, like, I put work into these NFTs. Like, I put work in these NFTs. Chris knows I put work in these NFTs. I'm up at 3 a.m. in the morning doing NFTs, right? Like, I'm literally producing them. One by one. It's no, hey, here's a folder full of the same thing. No, this everyone's getting, unless you're like the warrior NFTs are the ones that go in bulk quantity. The legendary commanders and the commanders in general, those are literally, I'm editing everything on them. Like, I'm giving it some work. So just know, definitely the people who are getting the legendaries off the raffles, I mean, you guys are getting work. Like, you're getting actual work put into them.
Yeah, so this is the one that you're raffling off now?
Yeah, this is the new one.
Holy smokes.
So I'm just curious, how tall would these guys be in real life?
So they would honestly, I would say they would probably be
all the questions you got, and that's the one.
Probably at most 6 inches, about 6 inches tall, but maybe even a foot tall.
I can't tell. They're like little guys or like little giant guys. If I couldn't tell.
Well, you know what's cool? You said that, Terry, man. Like, I'm working on trying to get them 3D modeled and get them. I honestly, if I can get them 3D modeled, I want to sell them as toys.
Nice.
I told in our one of our team, I told them, I was like, I want this to be a toy. I want these to be toys, because if I'm a kid and I'm seeing that, that's cool. Even if it doesn't,
cool. Yeah, it's really cool.
Even if it doesn't, like, make noises and has action, arm movements and stuff like that, it doesn't have to. This is something I honestly 3D modeled and put on, and printed out. I can see that sitting on my desk, and I would be perfectly happy having it on my desk.
Yep.
I wanna address this real quick. Seed Rodriguez says, then council members, after he first said team is people for 1 through 5, and then Teddy was saying actual director for his 3 main divisions or group. So I think we're going to hear a lot of stuff this week. I just didn't want to, before we got any farther, I didn't want to get past some of those comments. So, but go ahead with what you guys were talking about. About the wait a minute, we got one more from Kelly here. I was thinking he would bring people. I was thinking people he would bring people he knows in for marketing. He also said people he knows to negotiate with central exchanges, and his in-house dev team. Don't think he will dox the devs though. I don't know. I don't think any devs, really want to be doxxed or anything like that. But at the same time, I think that there'll be hopefully there are going to be some lives, and he's going to have some conversations about certain things, and I think that'll be great. So I mean, it's something to look forward to this week. I don't know. I mean, I haven't heard anything, but I know that he's working. So, and then before we get back into NFTs, C. Rodriguez says, I was confused about Nick talking about rotating positions. I think the community and the YouTuber one, and was there another one? But he wanted to rotate those. He wanted to, that wouldn't be a permanent position. It would be, another individual in the community that would come up, another YouTuber or something like that. So I think that was his point, to say that, hey, that we got term limits,
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, which, I mean, it could be it's a good thing.
Right.
And then I want to get the Kelly Productions, these NFTs. Those NFTs are pure fire. They all look one-on-one. And then Ashley says that
you grab 2.
I grabbed 2 NFTs, one for myself and one for Dave. You didn't get one for. Oh no, I'm not gonna. I won't bring it. Keep up the good work. The old cat keeps interrupting the poor guy trying to promote his product. Is that me? Is that Elmer?
Or is
Yeah,
it me? Or is it
you
me?
talking about me? I don't know. I'm just trying to make sure that the community's been able to talk and everything like that. I mean, he's going to be raffling them off, and sometimes he's got to go do a few things. So, um, and then Frank Farmer says, "Do we have liquidity to even survive a launch?" I'm not sure, but I can tell you that the only thing I can say is that my position is that I want us to get to a community represented DAO as soon as possible, and
Yep.
whatever happens then is, I mean, I think that, I think we have a shot, but at the same time, it's like, let's get to the DAO so that people can be they can be represented. So, and hopefully the DAO is set up in a way that, that people feel secure with it. They get their voices heard. And I think the responsibility of anybody that's in the community or YouTubers or anything like that, it is not your vote. It is not whatever you're going to be on. Anybody that's going to be a part of it that's elected somehow or represented somehow, that vote is not yours. So, and I hope that whoever's a part of that understands that is not your vote. If you think that, you're completely on board with it, you need to listen to the community. YouTubers, you have a perfect opportunity to do lives. And if you got a vote that's coming up or any kind of thing that you can publicly talk about, and that's another thing too. I hope that Nick is very transparent. I mean, he doesn't give me any reason why he wouldn't be, but as long as he's transparent, and if a YouTuber, especially with your platform, and I think the YouTubers have an obligation to bring on other people, to vet them and let people answer the questions and all that kind of stuff. And that's your job. That's your job. And that vote is not yours. It is the community's vote. I mean, that needs to be very clear for everybody to understand that. You're not sitting on there because you're in a position of power. You're sitting on there because you're representing the people that are behind you, and they put you up there and everything like that. So even if you 100% think that it should be this way, you got to listen to the community. I mean, we all have our votes, and on our YouTube channels. I don't do them much, but we talk about. I've seen YouTubers do their votes and polls and stuff like that. Now use them. This is your platform. Go use them and find out what the community wants you to vote for. And if you don't agree with it, that's like with politics, man. It's not your vote for that. That's the people that you represent, their vote, and you need to listen to them. You need to put it out there, and that's why I want a legitimate community-run DAO, where they can, the people can be heard. So if we don't have enough for liquidity and we don't make it and everything like that, well, we made it, but we had a voice saying that we didn't make it. So I mean, that's the way I feel about it. I might be wrong. I'll let you guys decide that. Biz Entertainment says, I was just about to mention the 3D models. What about providing the owners of the legendaries the 3D files and them to source a printer in their location, or we get done and mail at cost?
Yeah, me and him actually talked about this. It was like the first person that brought it to my mind, right? And I mean, it's a great idea, and it's definitely a possibility to be done. Giving the fact that the way the legendaries are raffled right now, I don't see why it couldn't be packaged together. The value in it in itself, just the NFT, is one thing, but to even have the NFT and the model itself, I mean, you pretty much can, pretty much just like, hey, I got this. That's something. It's almost like everything I've wanted to do with gaming, right? Like connecting, traditional gaming with crypto gaming, right? But that's like connecting the world with crypto, to be honest, because now you're the reason why you even have this thing on your desk or you're giving to your kid or whatever, the only reason you have that is because you were interested in NFT, right? I mean, it's not like unless it was like at a toy store, you wouldn't have been like, oh man, it's a cool toy. But for the most part, you wouldn't have had it. So I think the value in it, in itself, is value. That's you're receiving something definitely for that NFT. So, you know, I think somebody said something about like NFTs are like just like a cash grab or something like that. It's only a cash grab if you make it a cash grab, to be honest. Like, you know, I set out to raise funds to develop a game, right? I have to put in some work to earn from the investors, right? To get that fundraising, right? Nobody's just going to be like on a hope and a prayer because I'm a nice guy, just here take all this money to develop a game, right? I don't expect that. There has to be something tangible, and in this world, what's tangible is either NFTs or trading tokens, or, you know, devices that get you those tokens, which would be like, you know, mining devices or, you know, stuff like that. So, or, you know, actual other tangibles like nodes, right? Like those type of things. So and that's why I say it's all about, you know, what type of project are you putting forth? What is the purpose for you even selling NFTs, right? Like you have to have a purpose, man. Like if you're not selling you're showing your work or something that you truly believe in, like me, my art is, you know, before I even, you know, was like God's Game, and, you know, I was doing, you know, digital art before that. I was doing digital editing before that. So, and I love doing it. You know, it's my passion. I love doing that stuff. And here I am. I'm able to combine two things here. I'm able to combine the art, and also I'm able to combine the vision of having something that I know can be profitable for all investors involved. One, being a game that's fun. Two, a game that people are interested in playing. And that's one thing most people who are trying to design games in blockchain gaming don't know how to do. They don't have the vision for it. You have to have vision to create a game, right? If you go try to create any type of game that's already out, like you might as well call it a wrap. You're gonna get that first little push, right? That first marketing push that you paid for, right? You're gonna get that, but once people play the game and they feel like this is the same game I played on my PlayStation, but guess what? The PlayStation has way more money put behind those games. So guess what? Those games, and plus they have a community base for those. If you don't have a community base around it, people are not going to stick around because there's nobody telling them to stick around, right? So, you know, people need to definitely understand it's more to this, you know, developing games and put them out to market. It's way more than that, man. You can't just be out here putting any type of game together. It takes some thought. You know, I have my co-designer, Remnant. He's you know, you guys haven't, you know, he's not part of this community, but like he's helping me hand in hand develop a game, hand in hand. I'm working with Moon Guy from Prisma. You know, we having conversations. He's a technical advisor on the team. So I plan on he has game development experience. So, you know, I plan on putting together a game that's enjoyable that people will want to play. It's not just something that's going to be, oh well, it works out for the crypto investor. No, it's going to work out for everybody, because everybody who has one of these NFTs, who, you know, whether it's a warrior or a commander, legendary or common, it's going to have a purpose. That NFT is going to have a purpose. And the legendaries, again, you can think of those legendaries almost like skins, right? But they're one of a kind skins. So you have a choice as an investor. You can hodl it and see where it goes, or you can sell it and you could you know, make profit on it. Those are your choices as an NFT investor. It's not like there's no value, and it's not like you're buying random NFTs and you got to find someone to actually, like, you know, want to buy these NFTs. There are people in my community, in the guys of gaming community right now, that wants to buy legendary NFTs. That's why they keep asking. They keep asking where can we buy the legendary NFTs. You won't be able to buy them. You have to raffle for them. So the people who actually win these raffles, they actually have a lot of value in that NFT. That's on them if they want to actually sell it. But again, there are people out there that want to buy the legendary NFTs. You just have to put it out there and say that you want to sell it. Because I'm pretty sure if you did, there'll be people that want to buy it. So, you know, the people who keep saying this is a cash grab or whatever, I mean, I get you might have been, you know, been part of a project that may have been a cash grab. I can't sit there and say that, you know, that doesn't happen out there. I know it happens out there. There's a lot of that, a lot of scams. There's a lot of everything going on out there. People getting, you know, done in with their investment. You know, people promise things and they don't come afloat, and then you promise more things, right? Like, you know, so I know why people say the things that they say, and I'm not going to sit there here and act like those things don't happen. But what I can tell you about my project is that my project is structures. It has a plan, it has a vision, it has a goal to get to. I'm the most transparent person in this community. I have anything that I've talked about my community, anything part of my projects, I put it out there. It's on a white paper. There's nothing that you can ask me that I can sit there and be like, oh, I can't tell you. Because most of the time, if you ask me anything, I'm going to tell you. Because there's no reason not to tell you. Unless it's like some type of content that I need to hide from you. Meaning like, you know, what's the next NFT? Well, I can't tell you that. But when you ask me about what's the vision, where's the direction, where you're trying to go, where you're trying to, you know, what you're going to be, you know, using funds for and everything else, I can tell you that without even have to look at the white paper. Because I'm the one creating this stuff, right? You're not dealing with a project owner who is taking your money and getting third parties to do the work. You're actually investing in a project where the project owner is actually building things himself. So it's a big difference. And people need to really understand that, because I'm putting a lot of work for this, a lot of work, a lot of hours. I could be doing a lot more different things, but I'm doing this because I love it. And this is my passion. This is what I want to see succeed in the coming years. So everybody that's part of my community understands that. Trust me. Everybody who else is watching right now, they're probably like, who is this guy? Or what is this project? If you haven't heard from me or known of me, I'm out here. I'm legit. That's just how it is. Too legit to quit.
I was thinking the same thing.
All right. So what do you got?
Quick question for quick fella. First, I definitely don't think it's a crack cash grab if it's only 0.05 BNB for a damn NFT. And I think they're undervalued, to be honest.
That's why somebody told me today. Somebody was like, "Dude, why is stuff like $10 these raffle tickets? Why are you charging only $8 for the Warrior NFTs?" I mean, It's because honestly, the reason why the Warrior NFTs are priced the way they are because I like creating more stuff. I don't want stuff to sit on a shelf, right, proverbial shelf, and let it spoil. I want people to buy it and feel like they have something that nobody else is going to get, right? And if there's 10 people out of 1,000 people, hopefully at one point we'll have 1,000 holders. There's 10 people that have this one line of NFTs. Where's the value at? There's going to be tons because there's going to be people looking for stuff that they weren't even part of the community for to even see in the first place. So now you being the person that has these things that you've collected all the way in season 1, we could be in season 3. And we could have a game came out and the gamers themselves want some of those NFTs. Like, you guys got to think of the bigger picture long term, but there's a reason why. Like, there's a reason why I want to keep creating more NFTs versus having 1,000 of the same NFTs out there just circling around. I really don't want that. It's almost like inflation with trading tokens, right? Mm-hmm. All it's doing is bringing the value down. The more you have them, more of them you have. So the whole thing is, if I keep them rare, the people who are around, the people who've been collecting, those are the people who are going to pay off. But also at the same time, you do want to trade these. The reason why you want to trade them, again, because the revenue sharing itself is about secondary sales. I mean, secondary hand sales, meaning after the first initial purchase, those royalty, there's a royalty tax. So every time you sell it on the marketplace and somebody else buys it from you, that tax goes to the people. That tax goes to the revenue sharing pool, which again, it's going to eventually just be dispersed out to everyone after 30 days from every 30 days. So from our launch, it's 30 days. And then it's going to be an airdrop of stablecoin to people's wallets. Now, of course, starting off, don't expect super huge profits. I'm not the person gonna blow smoke up your butt, tell you that you're gonna be a millionaire off of revenue sharing with F3 Warriors. But I can tell you there will be revenue to be shared. But I can't sit there and guarantee every single person is going to make rich off of passive income off of revenue sharing. So I would never, tell people that, because there's no point in developing like false hope. But what I will tell you is that this project will be successful. And on top of that, in the future, very profitable. So imagine you somebody who's stuck around and have all those S1 NFTs that have the revenue share on them. I mean, guys got to do some forward thinking. I can't forward thinking for you, but I can definitely tell you that nothing that I am putting out to the community for the community to invest in, everything has a purpose. Nothing's going to be out there just for some, I guess what you would call a cash grab. Nothing's going to be a cash grab. Not in my project.
All right, let's get this next raffle going, man.
Yeah.
Well, let's you got a few minutes on that.
Yeah, we got
right?
3 more minutes.
So,
hey, Fowler, okay, sorry.
All right, let's get to some questions here. So we got Frank Farmer's like Nick said, Vulcan coin right now is worth 0. Will not launch at 9 or 5. Yeah, I think that's the point, is what he's trying to make, is that he was saying that it's not even a price now. I mean, we got to get everything together, what liquidity we have and all of that, and what the tokenomics are later on. So, all we're doing right now is, like I said, I can't look too far into the future, but I think that my biggest push is to get into a community DAO. I can't think of anything else. All the other issues and everything like that, I don't know how those things are gonna work, but that's the biggest part for me right now. So, and then let's see, OBZ. So remind me of Funko Pops. Love how we have evolved. Preach the truth, Fowler. True leader right there. Moki Crypto says, any more still left to purchase anywhere? Moki, what he's going to do is he's doing he's raffling off this one and 2 other ones tonight.
Yeah.
And then I think that's it. Other than that,
well,
Warriors,
I think
right?
About, because I think I was talking about the revenue share, so you might be just talking about the NFTs in general. So, Mookie, I put in the chat the website is guysofgaming.games. You can get to everything from the Guys of Gaming site. So once you go to the site, you'll see a couple tabs. There'll be an F3 Warrior tab, right? You can check out the F3 Warrior section. Also, there's the white paper. I highly suggest you read that. And also, there's an NFT marketplace. That'll be a drop down, and you'll see 2 marketplaces. You'll see one that says Commander Marketplace and another that says Warrior Marketplace. The Warrior Marketplace is where all pretty much the common cards are going to be at, where people can buy and get started pretty much. The Commander Marketplace is for the people who win the raffles. That's somewhere they can go check out their NFT, see it. They can also they can list it for sale. Eventually we'll have the auction up so you can auction your stuff, and it goes the same for the Warrior Marketplace as well. You can go into that marketplace, you can sell. Eventually you'll be able to auction, but you also can buy from the Warrior Marketplace, NFT Marketplace, because there are common cards that are listed. They range around $8 to $9 according to where BNB swings, but that's pretty much where the price point is. So if you see some that are not on sale, they've been sold out or they haven't been listed yet. So definitely keep an eye out. I would recommend anyone who wants to keep on top of things, join the Discord. Make sure you have you grab the necessary roles. There's auto rolls in there, so all you have to do is look around. I made things pretty simple. So if you want to keep up with like the NFTs and be notified about the NFTs, there's an NFT collector role. You grab that and you'll be able to pretty much anytime I put out the instead of like annoying everyone with the everyone tag, I end up having an NFT collector tag. So when I put out there, hey, X, Y, and Z has been listed, it's going to have the NFT collector role tag, and everyone who has that role is going to be notified that, hey, there's a raffle going on, or potentially a new NFT's been listed. So, it's really going to be for the people who are like on top of things. That's how this is going to work. I'm not
Fowler, I got to interrupt you, man. We're past the time. We need to know who wins this.
Oh,
Dude,
man,
you're killing me over here.
I get into this role. I get to ranting, so I can't stop. All right, let me pull this down.
That's what it's like, Fowler, being in the same stage as this guy, interruption after interruption, man.
All right, Kryptonian.
Yeah, I don't know. Can I remove you while you're up there?
That's the only thing I've said all night.
All right, here we go, guys.
You've been gone half the night.
Just don't remove my entries, man. I know how you are.
Yeah, don't be. Yeah, I want to know. I want to know who's got this one. We never found out who won the other one.
I like this one.
They never showed. But you know what? Again, that was because I think because it's been running for a day. So
yeah,
the person who probably won is probably someone who saw it in Discord, who got in when I dropped. I dropped the notification that the raffle was going for, and it was going to go until we got on to Chris Cruz Live, where we're here now. Maybe they just didn't show up. Maybe hell, they might not even know they won yet.
They might be like, I refuse to go to his channel and watch anything.
Oh man, they definitely need to tune in. Chris Cruz's likelihood Fowler be here almost all the time, doing raffles. So if you want to get in on raffles, definitely make sure you hear Chris Cruz Live, especially when I'm jumping in.
Well, I have a lot of fun with it. So, all right, tell the number. Who's got it?
Man, probably be like, did we win or what?
Yeah.
Oh, we got to select the winner. Hold on. I got to go through these gas prompts with MetaMask. Right. So give me a second.
All right. So Kelly Productions says we can also have confidence in Nick as well. I have a good feeling about his ability to drive adoption. I really believe he can. The way he took on this risk tells me that there's success to be had. Well, I mean, my position is like I said, get to a community run DAO and trust but verify. Just we have to, and we have to be very, especially like YouTubers and stuff like that. We just can't take everything at face value. We have to when they come in and they tell us, Nick or whoever is going to be a part of anything, they come on a live or anything, and they're like, "Oh, we're going to do this." And we're like, "Okay, well, explain to us how you're going to do that," and and make sure. We can't be like, and if somebody in one of the discords or something like that, and that's why I think it's extremely valuable to have members of like BrewFi.
I'm going to have to interrupt you, Chris, because we're trying to get to the NFT winners.
All right, here we go.
I don't think he's ready. All right.
I just wanted to do that at least once.
The winner of the Guardian X, last four of their wallet is 2 D as in Delta.
Oh, for
37. 2 Delta 37. Who is that? You have to be in here because you.
Oh, dang, he got 4 entries. It makes sense. Damn it!
It's rigged. I didn't win.
Yeah, I didn't know we had to get 4 to win. If I had known that,
man.
So who won, man? Who won?
That wasn't
me.
No.
All I'm going to say,
but I wasn't.
Come on, chat. You're in here because the only way you know that the raffle is going on is if you're watching this live. So I know you're there. You know what your last 4 digits. So
I know what my last 4, and you haven't called them.
Yeah, show yourself on that chat. Who won?
Was OBZ? OBZ, did you win?
Congratulations, whoever got
Listen. I'm gonna finish up my point real quick while we're waiting for somebody to tell us what we want, and Fowler gets the other one up. And I'm going to take this one down because Fowler's going to reload another one. Mm-hmm. But I'm going to go back to my point. And I think that this is very, very important. And I know that this might not be very popular, but we need to trust and verify. Verify. We have to make sure that we're just not taking things for face value, especially nowadays. And I know that people aren't going to like this statement, but we also have to make sure that we have to involve people in BrewFi, and I know people might not like that, but they were right about what was going on for a very, very long time.
Everything.
Yep. Yeah. They were right about so much.
They were just trying to warn us, man. That's all.
And we would be idiotic. I mean, seriously, why would you even for 1 second say it didn't work before? We didn't listen to them. And maybe it was their tact or whatever, or we just didn't want to hear it. But what I truly think it was is the previous regime made it to be something like if you said anything that wasn't a part of the party line, you got destroyed. And that's what happened to a lot of them. So, you know, the way I see it is what my position is, we get to a community DAO, I'm done. I'm done. Not in a mad. I'm not in a mad way. I'm not like, oh, you guys are you on your own. I don't have any more allegiance or anything like that. I will trust and verify and everything like that. And the Discord will be turned over to the DAO, so I won't have anything in it. I'll just have what my investment is. But we cannot keep going forward if we're not going to involve even the people that we don't think we agree with. They knew all along what was going on. They had the idea. We didn't listen to them, and we can't go into the future saying we're going to exclude them just because we don't like the way they talk to us. Well, they need to work on that. We need to work on that, and people just need to clear out all that. Let's not be mad at each other. I mean, because I'm going to go on a little bit of a tangent here about this because, like, take Bob, for instance. Everybody knows Bob, right? So Bob has put up with, you got to look at his position. He says things because he knows them. And he's in this point where when he says something, people automatically get defensive. Well, because Bob has been putting up with crap for the last year every time that he would bring anything up because the regime made it out to be that, oh, he's just a fudder. So everybody has that mentality. So right now, when Bob says we should do this or we should do that, some people might agree, might not, but it always devolves into Bob getting, he's getting very defensive because people are like coming at him. Okay. And he comes back at them too. But we all just need to just stop all that stuff, listen to each other, and go forward. Bob is a good guy. I support him 100%. If anybody doesn't like me for that, that's fine. I have no problem with that. But I listen to Bob, and I listen to Nick, and I listen to quite a few people in the community. When I have a question, I go to them, and they give me the straight information, and I can I get an informed decision, or I can make an informed decision from the input that they give me, and that's the way it should be. I don't understand why we just close down the whole thing. It's like when Bob comes in and talks, yeah, he's probably going to be defensive. I mean, he's been getting his butt kicked for years, even when he was saying things that weren't right. So if we move forward, we get a community DAO, everybody's input needs to be heard. And I would hope that we rebuild a community that does listen to people like that, everywhere. Everybody's got a voice, even the yahoos that you completely disagree with. Okay. So, but anyway, all right. So
I gotta hit out. Sorry.
All right, buddy, you gotta take off.
Fowler, real quick, that NFT you just put up, man. What is that little thing hanging down the middle, man?
Man, that's probably a tail.
I'm definitely gonna buy this one. So 2118 is gonna be the winner of this one, guys. I'm telling you now, 2118 is gonna be the winner of this one.
Fowler, I want that little thing hanging in the middle. That's like, just send me that.
I'm about to buy 5 tickets.
Only pride would find this.
I'm about to buy 5 tickets. So 2118.
What is it again? 2118.
All I gotta say, he looks like a boy. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah. All right, guys. I'm out.
See you, buddy.
So, I think this is anybody who wants to, luck in their life. This is perfect. If you know anything about the goddess Tai Chi, the goddess of pretty much luck, So, this is the one for people, especially those. I need a lucky rabbit foot and stuff. But I see my boy OBZ.
Congrats, man.
Was
Congrats.
the winner. That's what's up.
I love OBZ, but at the same time, I don't love OBZ, man.
Didn't you just go on talking about how we all got to get along?
I know.
He took it from me. He won.
I'm done.
Delete him. Delete.
It's funny too because this is the part that bothers me about it because I really want to win one of these and everything. But every person that wins it and comes up with it and everything, I'm like, okay, that's fine. I don't mind losing to that guy or that girl. Melon Delight, she won the other day. I was like, man,
Chris goes
All right.
and deletes them from the new Discord.
Yeah. It's like
Block. Timeout.
Oh, here we go. Actually, are you wanting to bring up the new one right now, or are we?
Yeah, bring it up. Yeah, she's ready
Okay.
to go. Ready
So
to go.
is it there? I didn't read. Oh yeah, it is there. My bad. I'm sorry. I was running my mouth about being a fan of people. Wow, look at that.
Look at 7C's comment. I'm not gonna read it.
I'm bringing them up in just a second. I just want to situate this a little bit better so people can see it.
Yeah,
Okay.
Griffoni found it.
it's not even the crazy thing is it's not even a boy. It's just
Well, I mean,
Well, in
just
2023,
it's a piece of the armor.
Listen,
it's a lady boy. There's a difference. I'm joking.
Kryptonian.
Brian's like, I'll take it.
I don't think that I can bring this up.
I got two entries, man. I got two entries.
It's just yeah.
You know what? Okay, all right. I'm gonna bring it up, bro. We might get in trouble. Well, I guess. I mean,
it's the wrong direction, though. Okay.
That is a pretty cool armor, though. That is.
I like it. Tai Chi, yeah. Looks cool.
Yeah. That is, but he stop. Get you off here right now. Okay, we got some questions for you. Oh, did you want to bring something up? I'm sorry.
Yeah, with this one comment by Blockchain Gaming, he says with OpenSea no longer supporting BSC chain, will you move the F3 words to another NFT marketplace or just keep it on the website only? So yeah, I just learned about that today. This I guess is the development that happened today. They've been and this is a lot of things that's been going on over there at OpenSea. And I've noticed the past couple of days, just people having problems and stuff. So when I heard I think it was Tard Madman, he said that he couldn't sell his NFT on OpenSea. I found that weird because I mean, me and Chris had just did a transaction with a BSC NFT maybe like a week or two, before that on OpenSea, and it was no problem. So I guess it's something new. I guess they don't want to support it no more, and that's cool. But as far as what's going to happen with BSC for F3 Warriors, I'm going to keep it to the market, the NFT marketplace that we have, because there's people that just don't only want to deal with BSC, and that's cool. So I want to keep that up there. It's already developed software pretty much there, right? So why not? What I may do, I will start to look forward towards the next place that makes sense. Right now, Ethereum is not a ideal source for me to be, right? Because that's what OpenSea wants to pretty much be strictly for, is Ethereum. They started off Ethereum, I understand, but it's when it comes to making these NFTs and stuff, we got to make it where it's affordable to do. I can't print NFT. I can't mint NFTs at $5 a mint. That's crazy. So there's going to be things. There's Prism at some point is going to be one of those places that I definitely want to put my NFT ecosystem in. It's all about one, making it feasible to do. Again, the first thing when it came to BSC, the reason why I started on the BSC because one is it's commonplace for most people, and it's the gas transactions are usually pretty cheap. They're pretty cheap to mint the NFTs. So it has to stick like that, and it has to stay like that, because the more I have to pay in gas, the more I have to put it on the opposite side of the price, right? That's another reason why I can do per NFT starting off on the marketplace ground floor at around $8 to $10, because the overhead cost is not that high, and I would like it to stay like that. I would like to. I want everyone to have an opportunity to get these NFTs and be part of the community and everything. So I definitely going to be looking towards the next place. You know, in the meantime, I know Prism is still in works, but you know, I'm definitely gonna have to find you know, a more sooner than later chain to be on. And it may be I wanted to try Solana, but you know, they're not really EVM compatible. So, you know, you have to build from the ground up. So I would like things to just transfer, like kind of transfer over, but like, you know, I can literally make the same thing on a different chain that's EVM compatible. So that's where I'm going to start off at, is looking for the next EVM compatible low gas fee chain. And it has to have a good supporting set of communities in there, and it has to have communities. It can't be a dead chain either. So yeah, I mean, I'm definitely gonna, you know, think about, you know, moving, but in the near term right now, I'm gonna focus on BSC, because there's a lot more things I need to develop, and there's more things I need to, you know, upgrade with the current stuff we have now. You know, raffle app is probably the one thing I feel like is good. Like, you know, there's nothing else that really need to be added to it. But the when it comes to the marketplaces, the packs and everything, I want to make sure those things are 100%, matter of fact, 150, 200% ready to go before I go onto another chain. So you know, so there's some things, but this is the growing pains, guys. This is the reason why being in a community and being at the ground floor, because you get to grow with the project, and this is the part of the growth, you know, having to be able to pivot. You know, Bertoni talks about that all the time, being able to pivot. Yes, you know, all the situations we've been through in this community, you have to be able to just, like, at any point in time, you have to be able to make a different decision that's betterment for either yourself or the community in general. So, and that's what I will maintain in doing with Guys of Gaming. I did it before, you know, when everything with Vulcan went downhill and everything else outside of Vulcan went downhill, you know, it didn't stop Guys of Gaming. It what it did was it made me sit back, rethink, and then I came up with, formulated a new plan, and I moved forward on that, and that's where we have today. So, and it's working for me. It's worked for me that way, and I'm not going to change it. And you know, I don't break, but you know, don't need to be fixed, right? Like, just work with it. And that's what we're going to do. We're going to, if it's working on BSC right now, we're going to work to the point where it's good, almost perfect. And then that's when we're going to start moving to a different chain, because the last thing I want to do is move to a different chain and have another chain, and the other chain isn't 100%, and that ends up having problems. Now I'm in two spots that need to be, you know, worked on with the that needs development work at, like, almost all your attention, because it's constantly things that might be happening. So I don't want that to happen. So I want to make sure that the chain we start off on is bedrock. The infrastructure is good. So this is where the starting point is for Guys of Gaming and F3 Warriors, but it won't be the last spot. I can promise you that. All right. What's going on, guys? You guys got quiet? Chris, you muted.
How much time do we have on this one?
Let's see. Man, how long was I yabber jabber?
I don't know, man.
A long time. No, we're trying to run the clock.
I'll probably give it because I think we stopped. Man, I gotta start using this timer. Hold on, let me pull out the timer again. We're gonna do 10 minutes. We'll do 10 minutes. I'll have the counter out. Do a good 10 minutes.
So 10 minutes. So with Rob on this one, I agree. I agree. There has to be a line in Discord, and I'm thinking that line will be something that will be clearly identifiable in the next 2 weeks. I'm not giving you any inside information or anything. I don't have any, but I'm just saying that I think that line will be drawn in the next couple of weeks, and I think that it will be, the conversations will be. There'll probably be maybe an area where those conversations could come up and everything like that. But the Discord needs to turn into something that is more focused on moving forward, moving forward and everything like that. But we also have to keep lines of communication open for people that have been here, through all this and everything like that to make sure that we're addressing any kind of concerns that we have and all that. But yeah, there definitely needs to be a line in the sand drawn, and we say, look, that's great. Bring us the, what you think we should do and all that kind of stuff. But at the same time, and Teddy One had several comments in there, and I agree with what he was saying too. Is that, I guess I don't know. I don't know if I give a pass to everybody, but there has to be a certain amount of mutual respect between people and everything like that. And I'm trying to basically say, hey, we're gonna get a whole lot more done if we start treating each other respectfully, and listening to each other on a lot of levels, and I mean, everybody just needs to look at themselves and say, hey, am I actually taking this person and listening to what they're saying, and or am I just always having to defend myself because they're being just rude to me? And then obviously start tuning people out like that. I'm not saying that, but yeah, and I think the next couple of weeks we're going to see more of a business attitude coming out, and focusing on that we can't do anything about the past, can't do anything about it, and we've talked about it and talked about it and talked about it. So now it's to the point where we're like, let's get a community DAO going, let's start giving the people a voice, and let's start resolving a lot of these issues and moving forward. I mean, we've had the conversations and all the discords. I don't think that we're missing anything, but we're going to need the input of all communities everywhere going forward. And that's all I'm saying. I don't want to give anybody a pass or anything like that. I mean, you guys make up your decision as to, how you feel about things. But Rob, you're exactly right. Teddy One, you're exactly right too. I'm not trying to discount anything that you guys are saying. You are right. And, although, I think we're going to be fine. We're going to be fine. We just listen to each other, serious inputs, and no like censorship or anything like that. And if you can't have a conversation with someone comes in and says, hey, I see something that concerns me and everything, and then we're just ban them and get rid of them. No, let's talk to them. Let's find out what it is. Okay. Oh, I didn't even realize that. Great. But if they're coming in going, you're all a bunch of losers and whatever, and everybody's I'm not for that. That's not productive at all. So I think we'll see some changes coming. So hopefully it's what we all agree on and we're happy with. Plus we get to a community DAO, then everybody's got to say, right? Are you guys thinking the same thing I am on the community DAO? Or am I just delusional?
I think the same thing.
I mean, you're delusional, but I mean, broke clock is right twice a day, and I agree with you.
I mean, for me, the DAO is like the one way the community could like take control, man. Like, I think I didn't say that's what's needed. Like, if you don't,
sadly,
if you don't want
doesn't know what the hell a DAO is because it's always been taken from us.
That's another problem.
So you guys are gonna see in real time. Hopefully this time, right? That this is what it's supposed to be like and all about.
Yeah.
So, listen to, here we go, Kryptonian. It's great to have him in the comments because it's better to have him in the comments than actually have him talking. But I forgot. Oh, this is Kryptonian you. I'm sorry. Oh, actually,
this guy.
Actually, what is your thing? Your name in Discord is Son of Krypton, or what was the last?
Like last Son of Krypton, which is simply crypto, right? Like basically what that means is. If crypto goes, like, let's say Bitcoin specifically, I'm obviously a Bitcoin maxi, but I think if crypto were to go to zero, all of it, I'm gonna stay on the ship, man, all the way down. I'm going down with the ship. I love crypto that much. That's why it's Kryptonian crypto, right? Not really as in the Superman, which it's a play on words, obviously, but yeah. So I'm the last son of Krypton. If it go to zero, hopefully not, but and that's That's where I get that from. It's all coming from Superman, obviously.
Yeah,
I like
but
Superman.
in that movie, that Flash movie, they said something like that, and like I was like, I instantly thought of you, and then I had to turn it off because I was like,
oh, that's why you didn't like it. Okay, well,
no, I didn't turn it off. I'm just kidding with you.
Oh.
No, but they talked about that, and I was like, that's a reference, Kryptonian, and so now I was like,
makes sense.
wait, did Kryptonian come before Superman, or did Superman come? Oh, okay.
No. Krypton, man, Krypton. But his place of origin, I guess. But I do have, when I first got into, I guess, the YouTube space, and I started jumping on lives with the TCL, with the crypto lead and those guys. I was, before I doxed myself, at least my face, anyways, I'd always throw out my principles. I have 6 principles that I live by, and that's one of them that you just took away as I was talking. But it's all good.
Sorry.
No, but 7 C's, yeah, I was. Yeah, he's got like 100 jokes. He does, man. Watch out for this guy, man.
I know, man. He's trying to be good, though, man. You know what?
No, man.
There's just going to be a point where it's just like, but we always talk about all this stuff, and let me pull this off, Terry, so that I can hear you. So, we always talk about the craziness in Discord and stuff like that, and how people just mean everything. But every once in a while, you get a few people in there, man, that are joking around. And I'm telling you, man, we got some funny people in the communities, and I always enjoy that part when we're starting to move away from the toxic part of it and everything. We all know, and there ain't anybody that's speaking in all the discords and everything. They're not to blame for it and everything, but I guess it's their way to process it. And I'm just saying, like, now it's time to just move on. Let's have healthy conversations and start building some friendships with people that we thought we could never agree with at all,
Mm-hmm.
But,
except
they do get funny, man. Some of those memes and stuff like that, not the rude ones, but you know what I'm talking about.
But one thing I've noticed, one thing that I came to an understanding of, or is, and you said earlier that, there are some guys in there that are off-putting, right? And there are some that are pretty sound and come at you respectfully, like, hey, I'm really just trying to help you out, and I just don't want you to get wrecked. But it all comes back to the old administration, if you will, the way they ran that Discord with complete control, thought police, and all these things. It was complete control of the narrative, right? Control the information.
Nazi Germany?
Yeah, like Nazi Germany. So these guys would ask a simple question, and they would get immediately banned. So the only way they actually, if you think about this, had they given up, had they just said, oh, well, they banned me, I'm just going to stop, they don't care. They just took different measures. They was like, well, if they won't listen to this, maybe they'll listen to this. And then that's why they took it to a different level. And that caused some of us to look at it going, I remember seeing the memes going, that's funny. Well, okay. And I jumped in there. I was laughing most of the time. But then once they realized I was sticking around, then they went and got very civil. Like, hey, look, all seriousness, this is what this is all about. So I appreciate that, but some people just don't. They're going in there, they're immediately seeing like the satire and this just the attacks. And they're not attacks. There's just, that's just the way it is. And it is the internet, people. At the end of the day, this is what you signed up for. You're welcome to the internet. People are going to say what they say, right? And you have to understand these people are coming from all different walks of life, parts of the world, different times of the day, different life experiences. What's funny to you may be completely off-putting to them, and vice versa. And what you think might be circumstantial, might be conjecture to them or whatever. My point is that you got to take it all in. You really got to take it all in, take a step back, get a macro view, top bird's eye view, if you will, before you jump to any conclusions at the end of the day. If you can approach that, then you'll actually see the knowledge and the wisdom that came through a lot of that Discord and other Discords. There's other ones like those guys. These are the reason we talk about the brew specifically is because, there's a lot of them that came out of the safuu community and had dealt with Brian Legend. So that's why there seems like a personal, it's personal to them. But the thing is, they don't just talk about safuu. They talk about all kinds of projects. So, hey, you may be in a project that some of these guys are actually doing the same thing with, they're actually looking into researching. So take a look, you might learn something. You may just keep from getting wrecked. And that's what this is all about. We can't educate you at least we can say we tried to warn you, right? And
Right.
At the end of the day, if you're a smart investor, a smart investor is good for two people, is good for two factions. It's good for you and it's good for the space, because the space gets more, that's where the self-regulation comes in, right? Because you're a smart investor. And then it's good for you because you're not going to just jump into anything. And if you do, you want to de-chin, that's fine, but you're not just throwing everything. And the ones that lose the most are going to be the scammers. When we are educated and self-regulating, the scammers have nowhere to go. They have no more power, right? And they kind of just go away, right? And then they become basically on the outside looking in. Unfortunately, it's the opposite at this moment, and we're trying to change that.
Yeah. I mean, if we can have, and like what C. Rodriguez is talking about and stuff like that, we could just have civil conversations as to opinions and facts and stuff like that, and the Discord is going to have to turn into a more professional business environment. So, I mean, there may be a chat in there that are for certain people and stuff like that, but it's going to be the landing page for people that may consider investing in, and hopefully it's as transparent as possible, and the discussions that are going to be in there are going to be helpful to potential new investors and regular investors, and where people can go and ask questions and get honest answers, and there's total transparency and everything like that. So, I mean, those things it's going to have to happen. So if you're thinking that the Discord's going to stay the way it is, and you're wrong. That's not going to be the way it is.
Yeah. What Nick's already said that there a couple lives ago, that there will be policies, right, that are going to be in place. And I remember him saying that. I'm trying to think of the actual term he used, but like if you get banned, because there will be bannings, I guarantee you that. But you're not just gonna be like, oh, you're banned. You're gonna know exactly what rule
I don't know if there's going to be bans, because of the fact that I don't feel like right now, I can tell you honestly, there's only one individual that's banned in New Name. So there might be, hey, look,
or warnings or timeouts or something like that.
Or it might be like, look, this conversation is something that we need to push to a certain channel or something like that. Let's have these type of conversations and stuff over here. And then the new investors that would come in, they could come into an informative type environment and a completely transparent one. Like, not this thing like you're going to make $1 million if you invest what was that, $100,000? $1,000, you have $1 million, and not that kind of crap. Not the we're the car salesman, vacuum cleaner salesmen, which they might have good jobs, but they come across like they're trying to sell you something like
no treasure hunt.
Yeah, and especially like some of the car salesmen that are like, you got a really crappy car and you're like just trying to get, so not that kind of sales pitch or anything, just like informative. This is what we're about. This is what we want to do, that kind of stuff. And where they can ask questions, get information, and no hopium and dreams of, the past regime and all that kind of crap. So but then I think there's going to need to be some area where there can be a discussion about, hey, this looks like hopium, or this looks like, we got to change this because, and things that will be better for the community is what I'm interested in, and I'm not saying that I'm looking, I don't care about what happened in the past. I think that'll rest in the DAO. I mean, and the token allocations and everything like that, I think that'll rest in the DAO. Let's let them deal with it. Make sure that it's community. It's a community DAO. People have a voice. We're not forgetting the past, but we want to move forward and have something, hopefully, with the changes of all the intelligent people in the community that we think that are important. They get a voice, they talk about it, and everybody's respectful. That's the ultimate goal. But I think the Discord it'll be more business-like, and what you're talking about will move to separate channels or something like that.
What do you call, like, if you think about Twitter, there's some policies or some guidelines. You can actually, you can't just say anything in Twitter. There are some measures, some rules. So I think as long as those bylaws are in our Discord or any Discord, yeah, hey, this is for this channel, like you said. It needs to be moved. To this channel.
And dude, on to what you're saying is, I agree with that too, because I think that there needs to be clear, identifiable rules. Okay. And then if you break those rules, and not be like a community one, what happens with, like, when people get banned on like certain platforms, they get the violates our community standards. Is that what
there it is.
Yeah. That's a bunch of crap. What did they do? There's people that are like, I logged in and got banned. You know, it's like, wait, that's not. You didn't break a rule. You just logged in. You know,
we got a winner, guys.
Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. My bad.
That whole time I ran through the whole prompt.
But before you do the winner, we got those 7 C's comments. He says, "I bet you 0.1 BNB he's not circumcised." His other comment is he obviously is allowed to use it because it's made of gold. And then he says he's walking away. He can't do it anymore. He's
too focused on the color table. What's wrong with him? He's too focused on one piece.
Look, first of all, 7 C's, you need to look up here, bro. Stop looking down there. You need to look up here, dude.
My eyes are up here.
My eyes are up here, man.
The last four of the wallet winner is 9. B is in Bravo, boy, 9-7. So again, that's 9B 9-7.
Oh.
All I can say is, son of a bitch.
9B.
Congratulations,
9-7.
OBZ.
Who is that?
I don't know. That was it. No, congratulations. So you won the golden penis. It's all yours. You may have that.
Crypto price.
Crypto fried. fried one.
No, he didn't win. Did he have like 118 or something?
Yeah. 218 or something like that. Yeah.
All right, so guys, this next one is where you want to pull out your wallet for. Okay.
All right.
This
is it.
I left the best for last on this one. I haven't pulled it up yet. Just keep it up. It should refresh in a second. This is going to be the one that's going to blow you guys away. It's awesome as hell. I was actually, when I finished up with last night, like 2:30 in the morning, I was like, man, this is the one. So I'm kind of jelly because I wanted myself, but I can't do that, guys. But it's definitely, this one's gonna, just like I had the other time, Chris, the Hades. Remember I brought that on everybody was blown away. This is gonna be the one too.
Did you
it's
see
not cash, Terry? It's not cash, bro.
I know.
Terry.
The old guy's messing it all up again. Look at me.
Terry's the rich guy, so let's
no, that's like $90. That's all it was.
What's a millennial, bro? You're making it.
I'm not a millennial.
I don't want to.
I said
I don't
to a
want to
millennial.
discount
You're making it.
Steve Rodriguez's comment, but look at this.
Yeah, it's at a switch it up.
Oh no!
All right, it is up. It is up.
It might be right.
Let's do it.
It's not up on my side.
I don't see it.
Yeah, you're
Holy
refresh.
smokes! It is now.
That's tight. Yeah, I like that one. I like the sword.
Look at that.
Freeze on you?
Can you see it? You can see it, right?
Looks frozen.
Yeah, no, I can see it.
Oh yeah.
Is the background supposed to be moving?
Oh, moved again. There it goes.
Yeah, it's not the background. It's static, Fowler. It's not moving or anything like that. Just so
yeah, it's not moving on me.
Nope,
no, it's a fog. It's a mist.
Oh, I see it now. I see it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a mist, and his light
It's
was
subtle.
Okay.
Yeah, it's subtle. It's very subtle, but it's more or less the character itself. Sun Wukong.
Yeah, there's a
I
mist coming out
it over here.
If you look between his legs, there's a mist right there. See it?
Oh, you guys like, what's that between his legs? What is that?
That's
7 C's is already typing in. He's like,
oh, we got the winner.
What?
Bump.
Nice.
Got it.
Congratulations, Bump.
Look at the one that he's already got. He's got the purple. I never got any purple ones, man.
See, that's what I want. I want one so that way I can put it as my avatar, man. That's what I'm trying to do.
Fowler, do you see this question here?
Oh, yeah. So blockchain gaming. If we miss you, because I think I can't remember what time. I think it did during the day. I'm shocked you didn't get one. But if you want, if you go into the Discord and you go down on the community tab, you should see a ticket. Open up a ticket and drop your public address, and I'll get one sent out to you. It's just the very first minted NFT, but it doesn't have any revenue share on it. It's really mainly for promotional purposes. But yeah, I wanted to make sure I airdropped it to the community so you guys had one before I like sent them out for promo. So yeah, just put your just open up a ticket if you haven't got one, or anybody else out there that haven't got one, and you want to, just an NFT that doesn't have any revenue share. Just open up a ticket and drop your public address in there, and I'll get one to you.
Biz says the Discord will be a more corporate environment. So everyone, please be prepared for the changes that will be coming, and not act surprised when new rules are being enforced. And as long as they're one of those things where they've identified the rules and they're not just blanket ones where it's like violate community standards or whatever. I mean, you got to have a reason for that. And I've seen people on social medias get banned, or what's that? What do they call that? Shadow banned or something like that.
Yep.
So. But Biz is right. It looks like Crypto Pride did not win. What's his 2118?
Yeah, I think 2118 or something like that.
Pride,
Right,
we did not win, bro. We did not win.
Yeah.
Not win. Oh, I see Pride. He's in there. He's in there with 3 entries though.
Well,
you got to refresh, but he's in there. He said he was Sun Wukong.
Cosmic Monkey King.
Mm-hmm.
I can see when you're doing this and everything like that you can like think of so many backstories with all these guys, right?
Oh yeah, and if you actually, and that's the cool thing. That's the one thing I'm still working on. But this is the development side of everything. I'm trying to get where it shows more of the metadata on the site. But again, the more metadata you bring in, the performance takes a hit as well. Blockchain gaming, he brought the information about the OpenSea. That is true. And they will continue to support it in the way of you being able to, view your NFT and transfer your NFT on the platform of OpenSea. So you still can go there with your NFTs that you purchase from the marketplaces, or win from the raffles, or open up from the packs. You can still take them to OpenSea, and you can check out the metadata, because that's the one place OpenSea, it has the ability to see all the metadata that's in the NFT. So when you go there, you'll see the backstory, the little story with the NFT and everything, the cosmic Sun Wukong. It'll have this little description. It'll also have some base stats for the game, for the commander, and also it has the revenue share percentage on there as well. The revenue share percentage is on all of the NFTs metadata, so you can it's always there. So it's not like something like, oh, I'm just thinking off the top of my head. No, it's actually in the NFT.
AA says, Biz, finding out there is going to be Discord changes good news. Will there be separate channels like Chris was talking about, maybe verified holders chats in the main chat? I think that I mean, this is the way that I see it, and with the conversations that Nick has had publicly and all that, is that the main chat will be like more business type, to see a little bit of a structure and everything like that. And then there will be a validators chat. So you'll have to verify and be a part of the validators chat. And there may be like an OG chat where, people from the sacrifice and stuff like that will be able to discuss things. But other than that, I'm not sure. I mean, those are maybes, but I'm pretty sure the validator chat is a done deal. That's going to happen. I think that's just a matter of time. So, that's what I think there. But
I need to interrupt real quick. I got to go. I got a pool. Call my name with my wife.
All right, buddy.
Do it,
Well,
bud.
take care. Thanks for stopping by and everything.
Talk to you guys later.
See you, Terry.
And then
Yeah.
Melon Delight.
I can't wait. I want to get everybody out there with some F3 Warriors on their avatars, man. You guys are like, walking advertisement. I want everybody to be like, man, where'd you get that cool NFT as your hat? What is that? First I'm gonna ask, what is that? And once they start, once you start answering, they're gonna like, where do I get one? So I want everyone to be out there, checking it out and stuff. So
And another one here I want to bring up.
Well, good.
It looks like that Bob is in here, and Bob sent a message to Teddy, and before I brought it up, and same thing with C. Rodriguez and everything. And I mean, he's inviting to have a chat. They can do a chat offline, and maybe they can talk in their DMs, and maybe they can, figures things out. And the thing that I see about it is that if they have some type of conversation and everything like that, and it doesn't have to be public, doesn't have to be like, and if they, no mudslinging or anything like that, start talking, we reap the benefits of it, because Bob may see something and be like, oh, I didn't think about that. And same thing with C. Rodriguez, might be like, oh yeah, I understand your point now, Bob, or I understand, and that's what people mature with, hopefully that you could not see it happen. I don't want them to feel like we need to know everything, but it would be nice that if they could have a conversation and understand each other a little bit better and everything like that. And the only reason why I say that about Bob is that my whole position is that Bob's been saying quite a bit, and it seems like the old regime did everything they could to beat Bob down. So when Bob has conversations with people, he's immediately thinking that he's going to get beat down. Or I don't know, but hopefully they could have those conversations. That would be fun. So Crypto Pride, did you really put in $110 to win these? Because I would feel bad if I won this off of you, which reminds me, I got.
No, he might be exaggerating. We might have to go check out the contract, see what he did last one. But no, man, you get like, that's why who is it? Melanin Light, she won the first one. I think she used like 5 tickets. She won the first, not the very first one we did, but not the very first one today, but the very first one we raffled off, which was the Zeus T1000, I think. And it took five tickets. I mean, it's random. And now when she did it, I think that was probably not the lowest, but I think we only had maybe like 10 entries. We were in 10 to 13. We weren't it didn't get crazy until we did the Hades one. So all I can say is you got to pay attention. You got to be in the Discord. You don't even got to be in the Discord. You just have to have your notifications, because I plan on just doing random raffles, not live. They don't always have to be live. Chris knows that. He seen me do this over the weekend, I'm going to be I want to make NFTs. I like making NFTs. I like making art for them. I like, put them out to you guys. I like the whole fact that they're all one of a kind. I mean, again, when the 3D modeling comes, and I can get that, and get it done and actually make like statues, it's not even necessarily for the toy factor. Also with the 3D modeling, I'll be able to make actual 3D models NFTs, meaning, if you ever used one of the NFT interactive NFT galleries, like the one I've shown with my personal work, those galleries, they support statues, so you could have your own spot, a place where you collect all your God game and NFTs, display them in a gallery, and if we get the 3D models going, you could possibly have your statue at some point, and again, we're not even talking about the whole, turning the NFT into something physical, with, turn into like a little toy or a desk ornament. That I think that's cool. But do you think I'm just print any NFT for anybody who just wants of this one? No, I'm only going to print for the ones who have the NFT. So if you have a legendary one of a kind NFT, only you are going to have the opportunity to get that printed through me. I mean, if somebody else want to try it through someone else, I mean, that's up to them. But to have one genuinely done by the actual project creator, yeah, I think that'd be super cool. And that's what the one of a kind rarity is going to do for a lot of the holders who have them. And there's going to be opportunities. You just got guys. We just got to keep trying. You know, you got to keep trying. I made the raffle tickets, cost efficient. I made the warrior NFTs cost efficient. I made everything cost efficient. Nothing's like out of control because I want everybody to have an opportunity to get it. You know, now is everybody going to win every single time? No. I mean, that's just like life. I mean, nothing's just going to happen every single time. But I want to give people the opportunity to all give it a shot. So, everybody's going to get a shot. You may not get your favorite one, but I promise you there might be another favorite coming your way because I'm always constantly making these NFTs.
Here I am on mute, about ready to talk again. And Kryptonian, are you over there? You getting all these raffle tickets? Is that what you're doing? I just see you down there on your phone.
Texas is being a bitch right now. I'm trying to buy some.
You what? I can't hear you. You're too far away from the mic.
Oh, yeah, I'm trying. I'm trying to move some stuff across one of my exchanges here. I ran out of BNB. I'm all on Ethereum. Give me 1 second.
Fowler, how much time? Did you see Vulcan Maniac's comment? Obviously, he has excellent choice in YouTubers. He says, you guys are awesome. My favorite YouTubers with best information. This is straight up alpha for Gods of Gaming. Yes, and you notice that sentence there where he says, my favorite YouTubers. Obviously, a man of extreme intellect. So, but how much time do we have on this one?
We still got, it looks like it's about 8 more minutes according to the timer. Yeah, about 8 minutes.
All right. So, my thing is that I'm excited about these, and I know we've talked about NFTs and stuff like that, but my thing is I'm pretty excited about them because of the fact that the NFTs, and I know there's so many people out there that are going to be like, this is, I've known about NFTs for a long time, and they're not going to understand my point of view on this, but I think it's exciting because I think like the art stuff and everything that I've seen from you, Fowler, and some of the people that have joined our X Base, that when Nick comes on, and some of the artists that are over there and everything, some great stuff. And then I start realizing, look at I can get a whole collection of these NFTs and stuff, and do so many different things with them. And did you see that video that I had sent to you? That Fowler, did you see that video that I sent you the other day? We don't need to talk about it, but I just wanted to I wanted to remind you on that. That was another thing that I saw, like with NFTs. I was like, wow, this is a lot of fun. I can really get into it, and I really like.
Yeah. The thing with the dancing thing on the wrist.
Yeah.
I saw that. That's
let's not talk about it because it's just it's one of those things. But my thing is that, man, NFTs are fun for me. I enjoy them, and DeFi is such a crappy place right now that if I'm gonna go into something and I'm like, okay, like you go into the store and you're gonna buy like like an action figure, you're going to go buy something. You go there, you see it. This is what I'm going to pay for. It's a voluntary transaction between, individuals. I'm buying this. I receive this. This is my expectations, as opposed to DeFi projects where you put money in and you're expecting this and it's zero or rugged, and and it's also like, I got nothing to show for it. That's I like that aspect, but at the same time, when it comes to, I mean, that still, if you're not in NFTs, then I wouldn't buy NFTs or anything like that. But I think they're neat. They're collectible type things and everything like that. I think that'd be great. But at the same time, I mean, to me, NFTs are something that in the DeFi space that are kind of safe and everything like that. I mean, realistically, because if you look at it and you're like, I don't like this, well, then you don't need to buy it. I mean, and that's the whole presentation, what we're seeing in front of the screen right here. If you don't like that, you don't buy it, you're not into it. And it's not like, oh, well, I'll buy this with the future hope that it makes me a whole lot of money down the road. Well, it is what it is right in front of you, So, and then it could be something like on a marketplace. Somebody might come to you, you get this tonight, and tomorrow someone wants double for it. You doubled your money, or not. I'm not saying that could happen. You could have these forever and you just enjoy them yourself. But I mean, that's my thing about NFTs, and there's so many NFT projects out there. I'm just learning. I'm just scratching the surface on it, and I'm excited about it. So,
yeah, I think the best thing I like about NFTs is no liquidity. Like you just don't have to deal with the liquidity problems. You don't have to deal with price is going to be this, price is going to be that. That I think taking that aspect out of it, it takes a lot of pressure off of you on the development side, because I can only imagine if you're running a token project and it's, people have these expectations, they're not met, and you're like, now you're beating on the team that's supposed to be developing things. They have no control of what the things that's just happened. They can't control if somebody wanted to sell some super huge whale bag. They can't control that, right? They can try their best, but they can't control it. Whereas with NFTs, you don't have to worry about those type of things. You don't have to worry about answering those questions all day long. It's all about producing what you say you want to produce, right? Because I mean, in the end, that's what you're trying to do. You're trying to fundraise to produce something, but has an end goal. You're trying to get to the end goal. And I just find it very hard to see how it could be easy, or not even it does not work for like a project to constantly have to deal with, trying to satisfy people due to liquidity. I think that's it, and because with trading tokens, that's what it all revolves around, is the liquidity. That's really what it is. I think and that can tear up a community. It can tear up the community, and you need a community that's when a project needs a community, they need the support. Meaning, like, it's not just about financial. It's about getting the word out there. A team wants to know that what they're waking up every day and night working on and stuff like that is people actually like are enjoying that project. They want see that project succeed. But you don't want to see people like constantly up and down because of the price. Like that's I want people to be happy that, man, these are great NFTs. I like where it's going. What are you going to use these NFTs for? And then I get to throw out my ideas about the game and stuff and how I'm going to integrate those NFTs. And find a way to not just make them profit now as investors, because they have the value. They know what the value is, because like even with the legendaries, again, it's a fight for these one of a kind NFTs. So the value's there. But for me, I don't even have to worry about the now. As far as like profits and stuff, I don't have to worry about that. You know why? Because I can think about the forefront of, or forward thinking about how I'm going to take people's NFTs and find a way that the user base of that game is going to use those NFTs in some way that can profit the NFT holders. So, and I said this on previous lives, the people that have these legendary commanders, right? Just imagine you being able to put your NFT in that game, and the users that use that game, they say they want to go to the store and they want the Zeus T1000, or they want the Sun Wukong Cosmic Monkey King. They want that character, or they want the the Tai Chi, or they want tons. We got like 10. We have a total of 10 right now. We have if you didn't see them, there's other ones. There's Athena, Hades. I'm trying to mix, right? We got the gods of game, we got the gods in here, we got other things. We're gonna probably pop in with some other characters that's not even in this world, but we're gonna put them in here because you have to understand that when the player base come to play whatever game that we develop, and at the end, maybe it's a year from now, maybe it's 2 years, maybe it's 6 months. No. But the whole thing is, whatever game that we produce and people start playing it, when they start looking at the things that they can purchase on the side to kind of like, boost their game up a little bit or make their game appear a lot better. These skins, these characters belong to the holders. They don't belong to guys at game, and they don't belong to F3 Warriors anymore. The holders have either won or purchased these NFTs. You guys own them. So if it comes to the point where the users of the game want those things that you have, and maybe they're just renting the skins, maybe you own the actual master NFT, which would be the master skin, right? They are basically borrowing off of you. And guess who those profits should go to? Not directly to the guys at gaming or F3 Warriors. No, that's what the traditional gaming companies do right now. I don't want to do that. I want the holders to profit, because at the end of the day, these are the guys who started off at the beginning or throughout the project's life. They put in, they invested, they helped build the project. So they should definitely be the ones who's reaping the most reward. Okay. Yes, the project is going to get some taxes, because that's how these projects work. That's how they sustain through taxes, small taxes. But the bulk of the profit should not go to the actual project. That's insane. No project should be getting a crazy amount of tax. It should be little tax goes to the project for sustainability and to grow the project, but the bulk of the profit goes to the holder, because you're the guys who own that NFT. You own that property. You own it. Once it's in your wallet, you own it. There is no other copy for guys in gaming or the F3 Warrior game. There's no copy. Okay, there's no copy. So if you have that NFT, you own it. You own that property.
I wanted to bring up this comment again from Kuro Kimmy. Says, I agree with you. Just wondering why they have their own Discord, but want to stay in ours and always so toxic to everybody. Yeah, I know. And I mean, it's a tough one because, the last couple of weeks, I've gotten let me go through the list. I'm a coward. I'm a sellout. What was the guy saying the other night about me, Kryptonian? Someone was talking about, someone's like, I'm a scammer. That's right. I'm a scammer because I'm not literally selling a project, so I don't know how I can be a scammer. I'm not doing anything. I'm not receiving any kind of money or anything like that from anybody. I'm not monetized anywhere. I'm not asking you to go buy anything. I don't know where that stuff comes from, but
and that's why
I can understand that.
You're not putting yourself out there. You're a scammer. That's what it is. You got to let me scam. You got to let me talk about you, bro. If I can't talk about you, then you're a scammer. That's kind of what it is.
Yeah, and I can understand. I mean, the toxicity has to end everywhere and everything like that. Yeah. I know, but that stuff has to end, and we need to grow up and start treating it. And I can just imagine and we're talking about what I'm being called. Just think about some of these other people are.
We saw what I was called the other day.
Huh?
You saw what I was called the other day when I jumped into that.
I know. I thought it was actually funny. I was like,
it was funny. That's why I jumped in. It was funny. But
what can we say? Can we say that here? I mean, will we get in trouble? I mean, it was something that was said to you. So
yeah, what you're talking about the thing from Texas? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm the Mexican from Texas. That's what I am.
Mexican from Texas.
You and that Mexican from Texas, man. I'm like, I was asleep. I was just in a peaceful sleep, and I was like, someone called my name. I saw a bat symbol in the window in the sky. So I jumped into Discord and was like, "Did you have any questions for me, bro?" He's like, "Oh, what's up, dude?"
And then you said something, and I replied back, and I was like, "Thank you, my Mexican or my Mexican from Texas friend."
And I was like, "What the hell?" I mean, dude. Have you been to Texas? There's a lot of me here, man.
Yeah. So today I was.
But I'm the one Mexican from Texas, so that's pretty cool. I get it. That's cool.
Today I was referred to. I was actually called out for being a fudder or a scammer, and I'm like, well, the fudder part, sure, okay, I can be a fudder, but the scammer part, I'm like, well,
scammer, dude.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not making any money, so I don't know. What am I scamming people? Well, I'm not selling them opium because I'm telling them
you're not promoting any projects, right?
Yeah.
So they're like, you're not promoting any projects, therefore you're not doxxed. If you were fully doxxed, then we know about the projects you're promoting, and therefore we can't find them. Therefore, you're not fully doxxed. Therefore, you're a scammer. That's all it is, man.
Yeah, and I'm like, there's no project. I like
projects,
I like Fowler's NFTs. I'm not telling you to buy them or not.
Exactly. It's funny, man.
And I'm telling you, with the blockchain and everything like that, trust but verify. And get it to a community DAO. I mean, I don't know. I mean, this is just me being honest. I'm not saying that you're going to make anything. If they start selling boosters, I think that's going to have to be like your decision, whether you're going to put any more money in and all that stuff. So, and then
got a winner. Got a winner.
All right. Before you go, Bob says, many of those claiming that there is toxicity are just as toxic. It's hypocritical. I see the comments about myself and BrewFi. There are 2,400 people in BrewFi, and some are generalizing everyone there, and that's true. Yeah, there's like I was talking about earlier, Bob, is that there are some that are actually very civil and really simply asking questions like, "Hey, have you really looked into this? Have you thought about this?" And that's exactly how Bob has been since I first met him. He's never come at me ever with any attacks. He's always asked me a question that made me think. And then, which basically begged the question for other questions, right? And before I knew it, I was like, light bulb, he's right.
Well, I have a serious problem with Bob. I have a serious problem with Bob.
Oh, yeah, what's that?
And same thing with like C. Rodriguez and stuff like that. Okay? We know that you guys are smart, all right? You don't have to talk to me that way.
Stop talking down to me, bro.
I'm telling you, they'll say stuff, and I can't remember. I mean, I'll like reply back and see, I have no idea what you're talking about.
But they do send you links to Google it, though. That's pretty. Check out my reference.
How dare you talk to me like that? And they're like, no. They'll explain to me, like, oh, my bad, sorry. I thought you were calling me like some blockchain thing or something. I don't know.
He's like, you keep calling me a piece of shit. It's POS, Chris. Proof of stake. Google it.
I'm like, Bob.
I don't know what proof of ass is, bro, but I'm tired of you calling me a POA, dude. Or piece of ass, dude. This is blockchain talk, bro.
Yeah, I don't get that. And
he wasn't calling you a piece of ass. I just want you to know that, okay?
Yeah, I get lost in the conversation, and you know what? I hate to say it, but like, I've spoke to C. Rodriguez before, and Bob, and I'm serious. They'll talk, and I'll be like, dude, I'll do like 100%. I have no idea what you just said, but 100%, man. I'm like, oh my God, I'm sorry. And I think they know it too, because they're like, they'll write out something like it'll be, and I'll read it and I'll be like, they lose me in the first sentence, and then I'll be like 100%. I know they're sitting over there going, God, this dumbass. He doesn't know what I'm talking about. And I'm like, yes, I don't know what you're talking about.
Bob's like, the consensus, and you're like, I like politics. He's like, Bob's like this guy.
I'm afraid to answer them too, because I'm afraid that I'll be like, they're like, that's literally not even what I was talking about. What are you talking about? I'm like, yes, I agree with you. I don't know what you said, but I agree with you.
Yes, I agree with him.
Yeah,
that's funny. No, I get you, man. I mean,
who's the winner, Fowler? Who's the winner?
It better be Pride. Freaking $180 in.
Fowler, I think you're on mute.
Oh, now he's on mute.
Oh, sorry about that.
You're good.
It's last four is 1D91.
Oh,
1D91. Who won that? 1D.
Well, it was great having you here, Fowler. We'll see you later.
Yeah, man.
Damn, what? Kick you off the show.
You know what? If we had Pride on here right now, the only thing would be happening. He'd be like, bloop. He would just go away like in that one video.
Hey, I had somebody told me like, why they leave your boy like that? I didn't know it like that.
It'd be like this. What was that number again there, Fowler? 19 what?
One was it 1D91?
That video kills me,
that was
man.
funny, man. That was good, man.
Fowler's talking in it, and he's like, yeah, and man, then we got, he's like, what's going on with the chart? Then bam.
Liquidity going.
Bro, there's two videos that are going to live in infamy when it comes to the safuu Vulcan, family of, I would just say the soap operas, right? that's one of them, and the other one is DP going, "Hey, that goddamn thing, that coffee's a little give me." That was funny as shit, man. That video, and then of course the one with Pride, dude. It's funny, man. It's funny, hilarious, dude. I mean, it's gonna be 10 years from now, and I'm gonna still be laughing at that video.
Yeah. So check out. I can't say anything, but are you gonna have a live tomorrow, Kryptonian?
Yep. We have live
Okay.
tomorrow. Yep.
I've already shown you guys behind the scenes, but I think that CoffeeZilla's video will be public tomorrow, right? I'm a part of his Patreon, so I've I've seen it and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, you were
I
able to share
sent
it with
you
us.
a screenshot.
Yeah,
remember the screenshot?
Yeah.
Hopefully tomorrow we will it'll be public so we can talk about it. You do a live and everything.
Yeah, let's do it.
I think that's going to be fun to talk about that. But C. Rodriguez, just so that you know, I haven't fallen asleep. I'm copying and pasting what you've said to me into Chat GPT to figure out what the hell you're talking about. I'm sorry, man. I'm like, please bring it down to my level. And it's funny too, because that's why I say that I think C. Rodriguez and Bob, they could have a conversation, because both of them confuse the shit out of me whenever I'm talking to them.
Bro, 7 C's 1. Are you serious, 7?
One ticket for the win.
Dude. Sorry, 7. You didn't get the golden penis. You got the golden monkey, bro.
Yeah, he didn't have much to say about this one. He seemed like he
liked it. Yeah, he won. Damn, that's funny, dude. He was capping on the other one. He was this one. Yeah, this is a good one, man. This is one sick. Congratulations. All right,
check this out.
I don't hear no jokes about this one, 7. You gotta give me one joke, bro.
Yeah,
you gotta give me one
dude.
joke.
Yeah, that's wrong.
Congratulations.
OBZ's got a question we'll bring up later, but I have this. This is super, super important. And this is to me, this is breaking news. So
sorry, Pride.
Poor Pride. All right, we're gonna do breaking news for this one. All right.
Yeah.
You guys ready? So Slumdog Millionaire says, wait till you see how I use NFTs in my upcoming project. Boom.
Boom. Uh-oh.
What is up, man? I'm excited about this now. So
yeah, me too.
Slumdog Millionaire, don't reach out to me and tell me anything that you don't want anybody to know. But
yeah, because
if you want to, man.
Because you know Chris Cruz, we'll be talking about it.
Oh yeah, I will. I ain't got no problem with that. I ain't signed no NDAs anywhere, brother.
That's right, man.
Don't tell me anything you don't want me to talk about. I'll talk about it all. So, but Slumdog, man, if you want to reach out, I'd love to find out information about that. That's exciting. That's exciting. So that's our and our somebody was in here. Chris, the farthest thing from
Chris,
a scam.
The furthest. And then, he also said that's hilarious, Kryptonian. And you know what he's talking about, right? When I was just informing you, Chris, that you're not a piece of ass or a piece of shit, bro. They were talking about proof of authority.
Listen, my children watch this. Don't be talking like that.
I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean that.
My daughters are texting me as we speak. What the hell are you talking about?
Damn it. Your daughters are cool, man. I'm sorry.
That's my friend.
He's my friend.
He doesn't have any sense.
I had half a glass of whiskey, man. You know what happens.
Somebody had a comment for NR early in the night about. He said he had a comment about crypto, and it was about his O2 sensor. Well, his oxygen sensor. So I think he was joking, but I forget who it was. I'll try to go up and see what it was. But I wonder if he had a real question. Hopefully he could reach out to him. Oh, did we miss this comment? Fowler with the Zealy, will the NFTs be an earned receive rev share as well, or used in combination with future games?
No, it's really just a status. It's pretty much we may have it like an NFT gate on Discord at some point, but it's really just gonna be status. It's not gonna have any revenue share or anything on it. It's just a status, of, hey, these you're gonna know them in Discord. Okay, they're gonna have their own role, right? Ambassadors, and they're gonna sit in their own little spot, because these are the people who really go out there and share and be social out there and push guys of gaming F3 Warriors out there. So I want them to be, noticed. So it won't have any revenue sharing or anything in it. It'll have its own contract and everything. There will be perks though. Those ambassadors could get like, airdrops and everything. They'll specialized ambassador airdrops thrown out to them. So that's really the purpose of, making sure my ambassadors have an NFT. So, for the work that they put out there, and always talking about guys gaming or F3 Warriors, be able to shoot them any type of airdrop or anything like that, or maybe in the future in-game tokens, stuff like that. Yeah, it'll have its own perks and stuff like that. And then there'll be a lot of these a lot of the status NFTs, like again, ambassadors, and there'll be some more in due time. But the status stuff, it probably give you access. It'll give you a lot of access to, like, to see, different things, like see behind the scenes stuff, like to see, what's the next line that's going to come out. Those are things that, those type of perks are going to come. So, people always wonder, well, what's Fowler got coming up next? Well, if you have those type of perks coming to you for, whatever you participate in within the community, you'll be able to check some of that stuff out. You gotta put in work to get those type of things. And, nobody's just going to give you an ambassador NFT. Maybe those perks don't come till level 2 of the NFT, meaning which would be level 6 on Zeely. Maybe you don't get the perk until then. There's gonna be some stuff, there's some gamification going on in guys of gaming. So I definitely would say, if you want to be part of the community, be part of the community and take part of the things that's it's available. And Zeely is one of them. And it's real simple, guys. You just go out there. A lot of stuff is just like tweeting, inviting people to Discord, all types of different things. Make sure you're following the guys in the game and Twitter stuff, those things. And it's a leaderboard on top of that. So, being that there's a leaderboard, I can run a contest for whoever's at the top of the leaderboard at the end of the month on Zeely. Might get something special. What is it? Likelihood it's an NFT. What type of NFT? No one knows. Not to be mysterious.
I'm gonna look for that comment, but I don't actually. Here it is, right here. It's Journey James. I don't know. I can't find it up on the StreamYard, but it's Journey James. It says, "Where's NR? I have an important crypto question about my oxygen sensor." And it wasn't a question mark. It was just a exclamation point. So I don't know if he was joking. And I don't think he knows the difference between primary and secondary O2 sensors, because he didn't really go into detail on it. But most of the time it ends up being exhaust, or it's just, back in the day when I used to work on them, they were just because they got hot from exhaust and you swap them out and everything like that. Holy smokes, you have a Discord? Slumdog Millionaire has a Discord. Oh, am I allowed to say that?
Bro, you realize that you're not backstage. We are still live.
I have no idea who Slumdog Millionaire is, and don't listen to it. We're gonna cut this part out right now. So, oh no! He says,
apparently you gotta.
This is breaking news. No one knows anything. Oh shit! Sorry.
This guy, man. This guy. I told you, can't tell him nothing.
Just go with I was drinking all night. That old guy, he's just drinking.
But you haven't had one drink all night. I've been drinking for all of us.
I haven't drank in a while. I don't know.
What's up, Sky?
What's up,
buddy? Doing well, buddy.
So so the OBC says, what happened to is that worldwide token today? Mm-hmm. Does anybody know what he's talking about?
I got a notification that it took a dump. but I don't know why.
Slumdog. What'd you say? It did what?
It took a dump. Like, well, the price dropped a little bit. I mean, I don't know how much.
Oh, here's OBZ. Price went from 270 to 145.
Big sell-off.
Is that a mistake or something? Something happened or whatever?
It's hard to tell, man. It's one of those rebasing tokens, man.
Oh, check this out. You know what? He's cool with it. I'm actually in there right now, and I'm going to go in here, and I'm going to post this. Slumdog Millionaire has a Discord that he's created. I don't know much. I haven't looked at it yet, but here it is. Everybody, every chat that you're in, you should be able to see that. And that's Slumdog Millionaire's Discord.
Let's check that out.
Yeah, I don't know if he's got announcements, rules, stuff like that. He's even got a public stage and everything. So we'll check that out when I can. I got to go back to that's a pretty cool symbol there. I like that. So I'll talk to him about that. I think that's great. That's fun. I wish I had known about that earlier. Oh, okay. So you see this? 7 C's.
Yeah. You see my response to him?
No.
Right under it.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that's pretty funny, right?
What's up?
It's hilarious, man.
So hey guys, you were down there. Sky High, and then NR with him, and then we got the Discord for Slumdog Millionaire. So man, we need to get him to come on. What does he do lives? I don't know if has he been on live with.
I know he's been in the chats, man.
What'd you say, Fowler?
No, I haven't seen him on the live. He watches a lot of lives though.
Oh yeah. He's a huge supporter of all kinds of people out there. So I mean, anything for me, I'll support whatever I can.
I'd like to know more.
Like I said, sure. I'll trust and verify. That's all I can say about any of those projects or any. And if it's NFT, I feel a lot better about NFT. I mean, tell me what you guys think, especially in the comments too. My thinking on NFTs, like it's the NFT. If you like it, buy it. If you don't like it, don't buy it. I mean, that seems fair, right?
Yeah.
And then you don't have to worry about like if they're going to rug you. You get the NFT, right? Is it guarantee you get the NFT, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you buy it. You get the NFT. You have it. You liked it to buy it. And I mean, the price was right. You have it. They can't like come back in and be like, rip it out of your wallet and be like, we rugged you. Right?
I mean, I look at it like this. I mean, if I had to look at it, if I'm looking at an NFT project, what am I getting into, right? Like a gaming project. Well, I look at how much work is put into the artwork. That's a lot. Like you look at guys, F3 Warriors, I put a lot into it. I feel like what I'm giving you, it has value. I put work into that. I did some digital editing on that. I made sure it was, to me, it was badass because it was badass enough for me to get, put in front of you to want to invest in it, for you to own. And, and then you'll see, and this is what I see a lot, which maybe it's just not for me, but there's a lot of NFT projects out there that have these avatars, and I'd be like, I just don't understand what are you getting? I'm getting the next ape that looks similar to this ape, or like I just don't get it, but it's according to what you like. Some people like bored apes and stuff like that, I guess it's really about what you like. If you like it, grab it. Why not? You enjoy it. What you're enjoying, what you're seeing right there, you enjoy. And honestly, it's better you enjoy, you're buying something you enjoy versus getting something like a trading token where you don't have anything of substance other than what you're expecting. You're speculating its value is going to be in maybe a day or hopefully the next hour won't be drugged or something. You know, it's too much. It's way too much with trading tokens versus NFTs. Like it night and day comparison. I like the NFT better. It just seems like there's something. It's something about those two where NFTs, like you said, you feel safe about NFTs.
Yeah. So Slumdog Millionaire's got all his stuff. Where'd you guys go? You guys are all gone.
My phone died, so I don't have a camera.
Okay.
I was drinking some water.
Oh, that's cool. I understand how it's going. All right. So OBZ says his project would be Combi Bar NFT. That's my idea. Did I read that wrong?
No, you read it right. I'm still trying to learn too. OG told me about that. I got to dive into it. I got to read about it when I like
Combi Bar NFT. So that's a thing. So that's cool. I would like to see what he creates. I like OBZ. I mean, he's good. And NFTs seem to be fun. You know, I mean, if you're not into them, you're not into them. I can completely understand. But did you guys? I know that we talked about it before, but have you guys seen that video of the young man that? I want to get rid of this. That's going. The young man that has that song that came out, Richmond and Richmond, north of Richmond. The Oliver Anthony.
Yeah, you're talking about the one that's gone viral, right?
Yeah, I yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Have you guys
cool.
seen that?
Oh yeah, I've seen it.
I heard it. I heard, is this the guy who was saying something about he made a song about politicians or something?
Well, he made this song. It came out, and I do not know the story for sure. I hope you guys can correct this. I heard, I did not read it or see it with my own eyes, but I heard that the Republican debate that they had like last week or whatever, they played this song. And this guy's
really?
like, dude, I actually played this. Like, this isn't like Democrats and it wasn't towards like Democrats or Republicans. It was towards all of you guys, you know? And it was kind of like completely unaware. Like the Republicans, what are you playing this for? It's actually bashing you too. But you know, I know that we have some people out there better educated on some of the stuff and everything like that.
Dissonance is what that's called.
Yeah. So what I wanted to do, and I know you guys might be tuning out and everything like that, I wanted to take the time full screen and I want to play this because of the fact that I just want it to be out there. I want people to hear it and everything like that. I want them to see it. I like it. And I feel that way, especially like a lot of my generation. We're like old souls living in a new world, you know, and he I think it's one of his lines in there. And it's like, that's the truth. You hit it nail on the head for me because I don't get some of this new stuff, and especially with like these politicians and stuff. They don't seem to be that smart. They're just out to get everybody. I don't know, but you guys have a problem if I play that?
No, play it, man. I like it.
All right. Well, I'm gonna do it full screen and I'm gonna present it, and it's like I think it's like 3 minutes long. So if you don't like it and you want to tune out, I understand that. And then maybe we'll talk about a few things and we'll wrap the night up, unless other people have something that they want to talk about. But I think we've talked about. And you don't have anything more to raffle, Fowler, right? Fowler might have already been like, "I'm out of here. I don't want to hear this rich man dude."
He said, "Oh, a man with a banjo. I'm gone.
I am done with that guy." All right, we're gonna go full screen on him and let him play. And I want everybody to hopefully enjoy it. I haven't pissed you off, but at the same time, this is what I want to do. So here we go. And then I'm going to go full screen. I'll make sure.
That beard, though, that's what I call a ginger nugget. I'm just going to tell you that right now.
Oh, is that you're looking at? Yeah, look at that, dude. Huh? Hey, it's a good song, though. All right, you ready?
Yeah, let her rip.
I've been selling my soul, working all day,
Can you hear it?
overtime hours, for bullshit pay. So
Yes.
I get out here and waste my life away, drag back home and drown my troubles away. It's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me, people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is living in the new world with an whole soul. These rich men north of Richmond, Lord knows they all just wanna have total control. Wanna know what you think, wanna know what you do, and they don't think you know, but I know that you do. 'Cause your dollar ain't shit, and it's taxed to no end. 'Cause the rich men, 'cause the rich men. I wish politicians look out for minors, and not just minors on an island somewhere. Lord, we got folks in the street, ain't got nothing to eat, and the obese milking welfare. God, if you're 5'3" and you're 300 pounds, taxes ought not to pay for your bags of fudge rounds. Young men are putting themselves 6 feet in the ground, 'cause all this damn country does is keep on kicking them down. Lord, it's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me, people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is living in the new world with an whole soul. These rich men north of Richmond, Lord knows they all just wanna have total control. Wanna know what you think, wanna know what you do, and they don't think you know, but I know that you do. 'Cause your dollar ain't shit, and it's taxed to no end. 'Cause the rich men, north of Richmond. I've been selling my soul, working all day, overtime hours for bullshit pay.
Yep.
Yep.
Good stuff, man.
Yeah.
That's real right there, man. That is
pretty
real.
good.
That is absolutely real. For this this Mexican in Texas, however you want to call it, that resonates to me. I look nothing like that guy. He and I live a completely different life, different culture. Well, to some degree. I mean, I'm American. He's American. But I can relate 1,000%. And I don't care where you are in the world. He's talking about any government, any politician, any person that's just trying to make a living and live in this new world. So I love it. When it hit, my daughter, Lele, she's like, "Dad, did you see this? Did you see that song that's going viral?" I'm like, that's all she said. And I'm like, "Of course, I know exactly which one you're talking about." And she's 24 years old. And she's just like, "Oh my God!" It even resonates with her. Someone in her 20s, right? She just gets it. Well, it probably has a lot to do with the way I raised her, of course. She grew up in a conservative home and critical thinker, that type of thing. You're not the victim. You're the maker. You make things happen for yourself, that type of thing. So she sees that, and she sees the world around her. It's profound, and it's real. This guy's singing from his heart, and that's why it's gone viral. People hear it. People feel it. At the end of the day, they feel it. That's what I love about music. Music is it crosses so many barriers and boundaries. It goes all the way around the world. And no matter who you are, if you understand the words, it speaks to you in some way, right? And that definitely does. I loved it.
Yeah. Yeah. There's some words, man. I'm telling you, those words ring true a lot of times, man. It's quite enjoyable, but I think we're gonna end it there, man. I mean,
Yeah, let's
we're
do it.
coming up on 3 hours. It's like
Yeah.
we start talking and start raffling stuff off, and then all of a sudden, you know, we're at the end of our time. I
Yep.
mean,
We'll be
Fowler,
going live tomorrow. So
you got any final words, Fowler, or anything like that you want to talk about?
I mean, when it comes to guys gaming, guys, F3 Warriors, keep an eye out for those NFTs. I am working on as we speak, getting more listed. There's you know, that the bear line has came out, the Ted line has came out. About to get some more of those listed up. They've been having a little problem with the DAP, trying to get them listed, but I'm trying to get them listed as fast as possible, as much as possible. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm glad that a community is being formed around the FD Warriors, guys of gaming. You know, I've been tooting this tune for almost a year, and it's finally good to see. You know, hopefully I don't feel like people are flowing towards because there's no other place to go because everything that's happened. You know, either way, I'm going to take you in. You know, no matter what happens to you out there in any other project, you know, guys, the game is going to take care of you here. I honestly, I just want people to, when they invest, just know that, you know, this project's going to do everything it says we're going to do. Like, you know, I've been saying what I've wanted to develop. You know, I wanted to develop you know, an ecosystem. I wanted to develop a raffle app. Raffle app was the first thing I wanted to make when it came to guys the game, and I made it. It was for F3 Warriors. F3 Warriors wasn't a thing, but it ended up becoming a thing, and it had a purpose for having that raffle app. And we're seeing it here today. And people are able to really get something that's one of a kind, you know, like really one of a kind. And you're seeing people see is one of a kind because they're like, man, I can't get it. And guess what? The person who won it don't want to sell it, you know? So it's like, you know, these things are really truly one of a kind. And I plan on to keep building on that. You know, I really want to keep building on that. That's why I really want to get the 3D modeling thing going so I can have the ability to make 3D model NFTs or actual toys. You know, I would love to be like, hey guys, we're getting a toy contract from a toy store or Walmart or something, right? And then guess what those investors who have those NFTs gonna do at that point? They're gonna jump up for joy because they have the NFTs that I would need to actually get the toys made. So guess who gets to share that profit of those toys? The NFT holder. The NFT holder. You see how you see how that works?
Mm-hmm.
You see how that works? It only works when you have a project that's forward thinking. If you don't have a forward thinking in the project, it's never going to get there because these are the purposes you're hearing for the NFTs. These are purposes. These are utilities that I'm trying to make for this project, this ecosystem. It's not just about promise you for Lambo dreams and stuff like that. I don't necessarily. I'm a moon boy. Yes, I am a moon boy. I love being a moon boy because I think, you know, that's something you can wake up to and have moon boy dreams, right? But the reality is, in order to have those moon boy dreams, you have to have actual reality plans. Like you have to have plans for those type of moon boy actions. And I can't promise that it'll be there tomorrow. You know, you'll be a millionaire tomorrow. I would never do that to you with this project. But I tell you one thing, if we all work together and we all sit here and we try to grow this project, I promise you, I will steer us in the right direction. That you never have to worry about with Fowler. Never have to worry about that.
Fowler, did you see Slumdog Millionaire's comment here?
Oh yeah, yes, yeah. Yeah, man, you know how to reach. You know, Slumdog knows how to reach me. I'm right. He's in the Discord. He's in the guys game Discord.
Yeah.
Hit me up anytime, bro. If you haven't added me, just let me know and I'll add you. But yeah, man, my door is always open. You could just really hit me up. And we could chop it up, talk shop, whatever, man, and you know, see what kind of collabs we can do, man. Like I'm definitely open for collabs. yeah, man, you know, it's time to really get things going in this community, man. Like a lot of us had aspirations, like, you know, with this community, but you know, the way things, you know, turned out doesn't mean that we're out of there or this is over. It's not. This is a beginning. This is a new beginning. Honestly, I think this is all, you know, this is all going to work out in the end for the people who stay true, which was the investors in this community, this blockchain. You know, we all invested in something because we were, you know, we wanted to see something come to fruition. I think we're still going to hit that fruition. Now, how do we, you know, the how big is that pot at the end of the rainbow? Well, that's on us. That's all on us. Mm-hmm. If we all pull together and make this all, you know, work for the blockchain and the community and everything, it could turn around. We could turn around and make we could make a Wonderland story, you know. We could pave our own futures. We just have to come together and like be serious about what we want to do. And I mean, if we're gonna still sit around and do the same things that we were doing before, then yeah, we're not gonna go nowhere, man. But if we understand what it takes to go forward to try to be successful, then let's all do that. Let's come together. Let's figure it out, because there's things rolling. There's projects in this community that could, if we get it together, and Nick comes through with the blockchain, this will all work out. Everything can work out. There's a whole world that Nick has control, has his hand in, and all he has to do is say, "Hey, we got this blockchain, such and such," and now you got a whole bunch of eyes and attention looking that direction. And then it's pretty much when you have projects that we've been, you know, trying to, you know, get out there. Now this is time for us to, you know, there's gonna be some new eyes that kind of see us. It's really about how do we interact with those eyes. Those eyes are looking for a certain thing. They're looking for, you know, places to create. They're looking for people that actually are creating, because they're collectors. Some of these people are content collectors. So it's a lot of opportunity out there, guys. I truly believe there's a lot of opportunity out there. We just got to take it. We really got to take it. And it's because it's there. Don't believe all this stuff that you hear that, oh, DeFi is dead and all this stuff. It's not dead. It's not. They said the same thing about Bitcoin. They literally said the same thing about Bitcoin. Bitcoin's going to die. Bitcoin's going to die. Bitcoin's going to die. Bitcoin's die. It's going to die. It's going to die. It's going to die. Guess what, man? That was like a decade and years ago, right? Bitcoin is still here, and it ain't nowhere near close to where it crashed. I've seen it crash from 20 grand to $4 grand. I ain't seen $4 grand ever again. I don't think I am going to see $4 grand again. I never bought. I should have bought then. I didn't. I promise you now, DeFi ain't going nowhere. DeFi is not. Matter of fact, if anything, it's going to innovate. But you know, there's other opportunities, man. NFTs and everything. It's got a life of its own, and we've seen it take off. And I'm not even talking about myself. I'm just talking about just like our the crypto world that we're in.
Did you get to see some of the comments that we were bringing up? Evidently, OBZ's gone. He's like, I'm out of here. I figured I'd be a millionaire tomorrow. He's done. So, and then good night, everybody. Great to have you here. And the OBZ says, sounds good, bro. I have 5 partnerships on board. I'd love to have Gods Gaming as a 6th.
Oh yeah, man. Holla at me.
And Slumdog Millionaires reacting to OBZ taking off. He's done. But Kryptonian, you got anything? Any final words, buddy?
No, that's it, guys. I appreciate the invite. Let me be on here, and looking forward to the next few weeks. Hopefully, for the community, we got some good things, positive things happening. Gods of Gaming, you know, Fowler's he's been talking about it, and it's one thing to talk about it versus, you know, one of my favorite quotes from that I say often is, tell the world what you intend to do, but first show them. Well, he's showing us. So, and you can see the art through and through. So good on you for that, Fowler. Looking forward to what the future holds for Gods of Gaming. And I'll see you guys on the blockchain, because there will be a blockchain. At least I hope.
Yes. Yes. So I just want to make sure that everybody understands. I mean, I think there's going to be a bunch of changes this week. I think they're going to be good. I think everybody's going to have some growing pains and everything like that. It may not be exactly the way that you wanted it, but let's see the bigger picture and everything. And hopefully, because not everybody can be satisfied, but let's try to see what's going on into the future and everything. So I'm excited about it. I hope we have more information, especially if Kryptonian's doing his live tomorrow night. And then maybe the CoffeeZilla video will be out. We'll be able to talk about that. And Nick might have quite a bit going on, but that'll be exciting. But remember, let's try to be respectful, man. Just try to have our conversations where we can actually learn from each other, and let's not be so toxic, man. Let's take our time to talk about how we feel and listen to everybody. But we're gonna wrap it up here. Glad we got to have fun and do some raffles for Gods of Gaming, and
hopefully have one tomorrow. I hope we get at least get one raffled out tomorrow.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
There's some more legendaries out here.
All right, guys. We'll talk to you later.